This is a Headgum podcast.
Mitch, you know what food makes me feel like a kid again? Mac and cheese.
Wags, me too. A big scoop of mac and cheese, and I'm a little boy again, licking a lolly.
Well, hopefully not while you're eating the mac and cheese.
Hey, why not double up?
So we're loving Goodles. If you haven't heard of Goodles, this is like the mac and cheese we know and love, but packed with protein and nutrients. And what's so amazing is that they just launched single-serve cups that are so convenient and easy to take on the go. Mitch, I like Goodles quite a bit. I was having Goodles before they were a sponsor, and so I was so excited that they've come on board. They're really yummy, they're really nutritious, but they don't taste like they're something that's putting one over on you as some of these health foods do.
You don't got to be a gym bro to appreciate Goodles, Wags.
That's right.
Wags, Goodles is so creamy and cheesy, I didn't know a nutrient-dense mac and cheese could be this good. The cups launched in two amazing flavors, Cheddar Mac and Shella Good, and they taste just as good as the boxed version without the dishes.
Every serving of Goodles mac and cheese has 14 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber with prebiotics, and 21 vitamins and minerals from real plant sources.
It's a low glycemic index food, which means it provides steady energy instead of carb crash. And on top of that, it's kosher and Clean Label Purity Award certified.
There's something for everyone with their amazing variety of flavors, plus vegan and gluten-free options. Trust us, you need some Goodles mac and cheese in your life. Pick up Goodles on your next shopping trip. It's available nationwide at Target and Walmart, plus many other major grocery stores and retailers. And don't forget, the new single-serve cups. Wow.
Get them!
In 1949, Pinto Colvig, the original voice of Disney's Pluto and Popeye's Bluto, no relation, first appeared on television as yet another character whose popularity would outstrip his own, Bozo the Clown. Bozo would come to dominate children's television for the next 2 decades and persist through the turn of the century, though not only portrayed by Colvig, as the clown persona was licensed to other performers who would serve as local Bozos on different regional television affiliates. One of those Bozo clones was Willard Scott, a happy-go-lucky light entertainer who'd later gain national fame as the gregarious meteorologist of NBC's Today Show, the Al Roker of his day. In 1963, prior to his weatherman stint, Scott was hired to play a Bozo derivative clown in a fast food television commercial, and so he created his own simulacrum named Ronald. In Scott's telling, quote, "There was something about the combination of hamburgers and Bozo that was irresistible to kids," end quote. And like Bozo, Ronald would outgrow its creator and first portrayer, becoming central to the fast food brand's marketing toward children over the decades. Today, the word bozo is more often employed as slang, meaning dumbass or dipshit, and Bozo himself is less known than his imitators and parodies, like Ronald or The Simpsons' Krusty the Clown. Though also these days, Ronald, once inseparable from Happy Meals and play places, has been hidden by his corporate master due to negative associations with the clown scare of 2016 and the child obesity crisis. Much like the company's line of ice cream, shakes, and McFlurries, the character introduced as Ronald the Hamburger Happy Clown is on ice. This week on Doughboys, we return to McDonald's for ice cream. Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Tiger Weiger, along with my co-host, Mr. Krim, the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell.
Oh, like Mr. Grimm.
That's right. In honor of Twisted Monthal Season 2, I thought I'd try coming up with a roast inspired by a character from the series. This one combines beloved Grim Reaper cyclist Mr. Grimm with Mitch's preferred name for his shower emissions. I was a big fan of the games growing up, and I thought they did a great job with Season 1. Looking forward to the tournament, and more Mitch in Season 2. Hashtag Spoon Nation, Scott Esmond, roastedbirdfuck.com.
Crim stands for cum. We were trying not to say the word cum for a long time. I explained to our guests.
Dude, you so succeeded. Good one, dude. Oh, man. Remember how Weiger was doing it? And then, yeah, so good.
We did for, I think it was last year was the year we weren't going to say cum.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we were very successful. I don't think we said cum at all during the show.
Yeah, I think we were free and clear for a whole year there.
Also, I had a no nut 2024. I didn't nut all of last year. Thank you.
What? What?
Look, my whole body was blue, if you catch my drift. More than just the blue balls. I looked like a freaking Smurf.
Ugh. New Year's Eve.
New Year's
2025.
What are you doing, dude?
3, 2, 1. instantly nutting. Years worth backlog.
Just a big smile on my face.
Yeah, dude. You need your pipes clean, brother. What are you doing? That's bad for your health.
I couldn't even look at Joe when I said it looked like a freaking Smurf.
This is how you chose to start the podcast.
It is true. Well, I will say this, Wags. Welcome to Twisted Monthal, the final episode. This is the final episode of Twisted Monthal.
This is the finale of our month-long celebration of season 2 of Twisted Metal, which is streaming now on Peacock. We got some Ben Crims as well, referencing Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Ben
that's
Grimm.
good. Yeah, Ben Crim. That's funny.
And speaking of which,
that's really good. That's funny.
Yeah, it's good. This episode is coming out a month later, but as of this recording, you and our guest just got back from Comic-Con.
That's right. Speaking of no nutting, I shared a hotel room with my mom and sister down there.
Great.
So there was a time where I was like, I left something in the hotel room. I went back there and...
Dude, I've lost 1,000 swimmers just sitting here right now.
Let me tell you, there were no swimmers at DOA with this load.
Just a bunch of ghosts.
Yeah.
Comes out like air.
Flatline sperm.
This guy's underwear is haunted.
My mom, it was tricky. I've taken Lexapro for my brain fog. So a lot of people also were like, Mitch is on whatever. There was a thing that was a very nice chain, and then there was like 1 or 2 mean comments about it. But they think that some of long COVID, which
no, I did way more chains than that were mean. I don't know about 1 or 2.
They were mostly you saying that long COVID didn't exist. But they say that long COVID might be a serotonin issue. So I want to make that clear that's how I also started taking Lexapro.
Right.
But
you clean your pipes out, maybe that serotonin will kick up a little bit. I'm just saying.
Let me tell you, with Lexapro, there's been an issue where I haven't been. It's actually, I'm feeling great. I have no interest in any of that stuff anymore. I think I might be done.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I believe you.
No, thank you.
Hey, dude, like in a couple weeks when the intervention happens, just give me a call. Come on. I know you got this, dude. You see the signs, right? You see the signs.
Yeah.
Is this an intervention?
No, you're fine right now.
You're doing great.
No, but when it is.
I'm trying to see if the intervention you guys are going to tell me I have to jack off. Is that what it's going to be?
I mean, we're not going to tell you anything, but like, I think your body's telling you plenty right now.
Might be in your best interest to do that.
You know, with the CPAP, I'm getting more dreams, so there's some interesting stuff going on. But I'm back from Comic-Con.
What does that mean?
What? Whoa! Let's unpack that little gem of
more wet dreams or what?
Some interesting dreams are happening.
Okay, well, I mean, there's interesting dreams, and then there's dreams that are going to help the situation. Are they interesting or are they erotic?
You know, a little from column A, a little from column B.
All right.
There's a lot going on in these dreams.
She's hot, but she's got 4 different faces on various parts of her body.
I mean,
but they're all hot too. You know what I mean?
that is the sort of thing that is the interest. I've had very interesting dreams, like not like that specifically, but they've been.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Comic-Con. I think I was seeing a lot of cosplay, and I think that maybe that was.
Dude, every time I come here, I just respect you a little bit more and more.
Are you talking to me or Weiger?
What? No, we're over here. We're good.
Stavros texted and he said, because they were asking how my situation was, and I said that I had to quickly go back. What are you guys laughing at over there?
Nothing.
Oh, dude, somebody dropped a name here.
Something.
You might go pick that up before somebody trips over it. It's very dangerous.
Stavros said that I found it off because my mom and sister were staying with me in the pheromones. It was a pheromone.
That's a good point. Yeah.
That is, and I want to say that is not what it was.
No, it could have been.
I had a great time at Comic-Con with our guest Wags to my left. We had a blast. They showed the first 2 episodes of Twisted Metal, which all of it is now streaming on Peacock.
As of this release date.
As of today, all of it is streaming on Peacock.
And you're all loving it. I can tell.
I think they are loving it. You and I have both seen the entire show.
Yes, we have.
And it's good, Wags.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
You liked the first season.
I love the first season.
He was your favorite, right?
It's true, of course.
Once again, dude, just more and more every time.
It was the 2 of you. It's like that's the dynamic that's of the show.
I have a blast. Well, look, Emma, let's hit him with the drop first, and then we gotta intro our guest. Wags, it's our first Doughboys After Dark.
How so? the sound of a trumpet, which is a saxophone in the song, and then you're pantomiming a guitar.
That's Doughboys After Dark, baby.
Okay. Oh. That. Look,
Nice final chord.
you liked the final chord? You're
Yeah.
sitting there just looking straight ahead.
No, just taking it all in. It's kind of this aquatic ambiance, kind of this David Wise from Donkey Kong Country sort of feel to
Very
it.
liquid television.
Very much
Ooh.
so. Nice
I-
little auto-tune on your rendition of Careless Whispers.
We have, which was just my own cover of it, and they weren't
Yeah.
using the song, so it's not going to get NDA'd. How are you enjoying Banana?
NDA'd.
Andy, whoa, hey, easy, killer. Wow, look at Big Hollywood. Already got his all forms all set up for his new lifestyle.
I never signed it.
What the fuck is it called?
DMCA'd, I think. Probably.
DCMA'd.
DCMA'd.
DCMA'd. Also, we need to have you sign NDAs. You and Amelia. Evan and Amelia need to sign.
Don't say that to our female employees.
Sometimes we like to get a little sleazy.
Jimmy put her paw print on an NDA. She can't sue us in dog court.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, nice and smooth.
Oh, God.
all right, get the dog. Come over here.
She knows I love her. I'm like her uncle.
That's not even better. Stop. Stop saying words. It's getting worse every time. Yeah, let's take a little 5 minutes, maybe throw it back over to Wag, yeah?
You know what? I like that idea. Why? Take it away.
JohnsonBirdFuck.com. Hey, returning to the show.
I should read the email. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, please.
Hi, Doughboys fam. Here's my take on a Doughboys After Dark theme. Everything's better after 4:30 p.m. Best, Kate. Wow.
Thanks,
P.S.
Kate.
As a COVID cautious person, I appreciate hearing you talk about your long COVID journey, Mitch. All the best. Hey, that's pretty nice. Our guest has heard too much about my long COVID journey. I complained about it for most of this last year.
And he's been far too generous with his time coming on this show a number of times. And he's back from Twisted Metal Season 2, now streaming on Peacock. Samoa Joe is here. Hi, Joe.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys? How
Thanks so
y'all
much for
doing?
being here.
I
Thank you for being
always
here.
love being here. Always love spending time with Mike. Such a special person.
What a sweetie.
Yeah. So, you know,
As he was waited.
so being here is always a special treat for me.
we always love having you here. And also, I was going to say, you're a gamer.
Yes.
Why? 'Cause I was going to ask you what you thought of DK Bonanza.
I'm loving Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm not sure if y'all have a Switch 2 yet.
I have not got my Switch 2 yet.
Yeah.
I was late in the queue, but it is en route.
It's the...
Are you still in? I feel like you're playing. Look, Nick and I still mess around with children's games quite a bit. But will you still do the mainline Nintendo games occasionally?
Oh, yeah, I mean, mainline Nintendo games are usually masterpieces. So I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know why
it's
you'd
true.
skip them. Like,
I agree.
yeah, good books. I mean, I would not watch a Studio Ghibli film because it was animated.
Right. Well,
Now you're talking
there
about
you go.
this guy
Preaching to the
too.
choir.
Yeah. I loved the last Studio Ghibli movie. Ghibli. I forget how to say it. Ghibli.
Yeah, I can
You were
tell.
right?
I just said it.
Oh. What was the last movie called? The
Boy and the Heron.
Yes, I loved Boy and the Heron.
Yeah,
I
great
feel like
movie.
people were just kind of okay on it. Well, whatever.
Great picture. No, that was the we had, you know what, one of, I feel like we had like the old masters all had a masterpiece that year. Boy and the Heron, Avatar Way of Water was also that year, and then wasn't also,
Was it?
or am I no, the Avatar Way of Water the previous year. What's the movie I'm thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of Scorsese's
Oh, right. Killers of the Flower
Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah.
Was that all last year?
I think so.
Yeah.
My brain is mush.
Yeah.
Because I thought last year was a bad movie year.
Maybe that was
I
2023.
think maybe.
No, you just saw a lot of bad movies last year.
I mean,
doesn't
that is
necessarily
also-
mean the movies. Are all
That
bad.
is also, you know what? I think you are wrong, Wags. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. But get into your bullshit that you do.
Joe, you also were at Comic-Con. What was your experience like?
It was a blast. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Obviously, fans were very receptive to seeing all of our new mayhem this season. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to go there with something that I think people are genuinely anticipating and wanting to see. And it was a great experience. You know, what can I say? You have fun, meet a lot of people. People give you free shirts and stuff. I mean, you know, it's the quintessential Comic-Con experience.
It was a good time. And Joe, you took off before this, but when we screened the 2 episodes, it was great to see at the end of the second episode, there was Richard DeClercq.
That's right.
He made an appearance at the end
Previous
of
guest.
episode 2. Then it was like a Marvel. It was a post-credit Marvel thing in the theater we were in. Everyone went nuts that Grimm had arrived. It was it was fun to see people who really loved Twisted Metal going nuts for that.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. It was a very fun week.
And to be honest, like we are fortunate, I think, that most of our cast like genuinely like each other and like to hang out with each other.
Right,
so
right.
It was really cool for us just to kind of reunite. A lot of us haven't seen each other for months now, so it was up to a year, and it's cool to like hang out, see the cast again, get back together, shoot the bull, go drinking it on other people's expense, and
it was a blast.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, because these things take forever. Because, like, I remember we were up there for Mitch. We did some Doughboys episodes. We did one with you about Boston
Joe.
Pizza for Toronto. That was October of last year. It's July of this year, and the show is finally July into August of this year, and the show is finally people can see it.
That was a full year ago. That's
Isn't that wild?
fucked up.
Crazy.
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
Because when did y'all start shooting season 2?
Oh, July.
It was July.
Yeah.
So a full year. Wow.
We had a funny waiter when we were at dinner, Joey.
Oh yeah, man.
Wait, in San Diego?
Oh yeah, I like Joey. First off, Joey's all right with me because Joey's got ambitions in this world.
He had confidence.
And you're gonna learn all about him over the course of the dinner. Joey's got career aspirations, and you know what? Joey's got several different careers. This waiter thing, it's only temporary. Joey's gonna tell you what else he does. Hey, do you want to look like Joey? Joey personal trains, and he can make you look just like him.
This old stuff that Joey said during the dinner, which is like the roped off back room. We had like a reserved room for dinner.
Yeah. Wow. You guys doing a little bit of an action show there? Joey likes action shows.
And Twisted Metal came out when he was 6 years old. You're all a lot older than Joey, which he also pointed out as well.
Yeah.
Which I think half our cast was like, "What the fuck?"
Is he a third person guy?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. If he is.
He should have been.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was a personal trainer. Likes action.
Yeah.
I assume wants to get into Hollywood or the industry in some sort of capacity. That's what I'm reading between the lines here.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think the best place to start in Hollywood is about 300 miles away down south in San Diego. So, I mean, hopefully he'll work his way to a better spot geographically.
He was a lot, but we had a great dinner and
honestly, awesome waiter.
He was, to give him credit.
All networking aside.
Yeah.
Actually, very excellent waiter.
Yeah. I shouldn't say he was a lot. He was a lot, but he did a good job.
A lot doesn't necessarily mean it's not that much of a judgment.
Yeah, he's
not.
not
And
listening.
I appreciate a guy who's making his pitch. Like,
Yeah.
cool. Sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't too obtrusive, but it was kind of funny because it's just very obvious.
Yes, and I think that he was a very confident guy, and as a man who's not as confident, I think that I immediately am. You know, I don't like that.
Yeah,
much.
we must defeat this man who's trying to get ahead. Yes. I get it. Yeah. You're not better than me. Yeah, we talked about this.
Did not say any of that. I love Joey, great guy. But we had a blast in general. The panel went great. I was Joe gave me a shout out on the panel, which my mom loved. So thank you, Joe.
Of course.
In our text thread with me and Susser, Mitch, this is being Mark's like Mitch and I are, like, you can't not talk like a wrestler sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mitch was just like, Joe put me over at the panel.
Dude, wrestling vernacular is so, it fits so perfect. It describes so many situations.
Can I just quickly apologize to you for saying that?
You put me over big. New drawn town.
It's probably annoying when you see like guys like Susser and Weiger and I being like, I got put over by Joe. Like we can't fucking lift someone over our heads like you do.
It really doesn't bother me that much.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I felt pathetic saying it.
No, because I know that's how you feel saying it, so it's kind of.
There's other people who do not feel that way.
Yeah.
There were a couple. It was very funny that after the screening when you weren't there, I did run into a couple Comic-Con guys who were like, "You look just like us, so you'd have no idea you were like in the show." I was like, all right,
cool, thanks, man.
Thanks a lot.
Makes me feel good.
And I was like, yeah. And also, I don't think I don't think you.
I will. This happens on occasion, but there's nothing more. There's no bigger backhanded compliment than somebody walking up to you and going, when I look at you, I just realized that even a slovenly, no good, rotten, unathletic, horrible, very socially awkward, nasty, funky smelling, sour shirt having piece of shit like me is capable of doing cool things. And then you're stuck there like, Awesome.
Yeah. Or like people say we could be twins. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, awesome. This is great. Yeah, no, we could be. And honestly, they're probably right. I'm not saying they're wrong. And I'm glad to be an inspiration to these stinky guys.
This is the Doughboy specific non-pliment we get, which is that I get like a ghoul and an ogre walking up to the two of us and being like, I'm the Mitch and I'm the Weiger. You know, I was like, oh, you are? Okay. I guess. I want to ask about Toronto because you were up there for such a while, and we dug into your food experiences a little bit with Boston Pizza. First off, did you have any revisits with Boston Pizza?
Oh no, not a single one. Yeah, we were good.
One and done.
Done.
What pizza did you get up there though?
I ended at the end of I actually got Prince Street. It was excellent.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Did you north of Brooklyn at all or no?
No, but I heard that was the other spot.
It was great.
Yeah.
North of Brooklyn is great. They have decently good pizza in Toronto, which I was kind of shocked by.
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
Yeah, pretty good pizza.
No, there was a place you were talking about. Mitch, I want to say it was up in north of the city where you were filming.
Oh, Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
The Hammer.
There was some great, and we got Joe
Pizza,
and I
the pizza spot you went
the
to.
pizza spot that we got it, and we had it like the cast had it one day. It was great. It was fantastic. And the Hammer, and it's like there's like 2 or 3 famous pizza places in Hamilton, Ontario.
Wow.
Well, we were shooting in Hamilton. We had a kind of a considerable break because they're doing a effects reset.
Yeah.
And you had called out. You got our boy Danny on the line, and he went out to this pizza place, and he got like 20 pies for the cast and crew.
Yes, thank you, Danny.
On Mitch's dime though. And
he's a man.
Wow.
And we had a great little pizza party. It was awesome. And the pizza was fantastic. Several different flavors, varieties, and the crust was really, really good. And
That rules.
In a town, I gotta say, it's odd that they have like 3 really good. Right? I mean, Hamilton, Ontario is it's the home.
Say what it is.
It's a blue collar town, and I'm a blue collar man, and there's a lot of hard.
Oh my God.
And I fight for the blue collar man.
Yeah, from Quincy, Mass. I'm a man of the people.
Look, me getting out of podcasting is no different from a man getting out of a steel mill at the end of the day. Putting a dirty towel over my shoulder and going home.
Why is the towel dirty? Your podcast.
We sweat a lot in here.
Yeah, okay.
It's mostly marinara. But Hamilton is it's an interesting town. It's not. It's like I think there's a lot of great things in Hamilton. The first Tim Hortons is there. There's what's the CFL football team that's in Hamilton?
Of course.
Is the Hamilton like Wildcats or something? You'd like it, Wags. But
Hamilton Wildcats.
Like we shot at an abandoned school up there.
Right.
It's like there's like it feels like some of it.
So the schools are abandoned up there, huh? Crazy. Anyways, continue more about Hamilton.
It feels like half of Hamilton could be a ghost town, and then half of it seems very nice. It seems like there's a lot.
I will say that. That's actually pretty. That's a more accurate description.
Yes,
but I mean, we're just saying interesting means. This is tough for you. I know it is.
Bad. No, it seems like half of the town seems like kind of it seems a little abandoned.
It's had better times.
It's had better times. I feel like it feels like a Detroit situation or something like that.
Yeah,
So I'm not trying to shit on the city. I'm not. It's a nice. Half of it is nice. God damn it.
I thought it was just a lovely town, like all top to bottom. But I mean, I don't have the best eyes.
The school is beautiful. The school that we shot in is a pretty beautiful school,
Yeah,
and
that's why I'm glad kids aren't using it.
I mean, that's it. It is. It's asbestos filled. Asbestos.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's filled with asbestos. And fuck, why does it feel weird coming out of my mouth? Say it.
Asbestos?
Asbestos.
Asbestos? I mean, I think
Asbestos.
both are valid. I think.
Asbestos,
I usually say asbestos. That does remind me though. Like my high school, Long Beach Polytech, Homo Scholars and Champions. They were worried about like drugs and guns or whatever the fuck, so they ripped out all the lockers. So my freshman year, they were in the process of taking all the lockers out, so you just had to carry your shit around all day. But behind all of the
interesting.
Yeah.
You show up, Weiger shows up post Columbine, and they rip out all the lockers. Interesting.
Yeah, they also banned trench coats. So it was weird. Anyway, They but they ripped out all the lockers, and behind them were just all these signs that said "Warning Asbestos."
Long Beach, Long Beach, Long Beach.
Oh, you guys were not. So where did you go to? Did you go to high school in?
Huntington. Yeah, I was in Huntington. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wow.
So you guys were
a couple cities up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But did you guys maybe play each other in sports or anything?
No,
or no?
it was weird. Orange County usually stayed in Orange County.
Yeah, we were Long Beach Unified School District, only playing LA County. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I thought there could be a connection. There.
Well, I will say, like, I did spend a good amount of time in Orange County just because it's right
it's
there,
right there,
you know,
yeah.
and so
Spent a good amount of time in Long Beach.
yeah. My ska band that I played alto sax in, my ska punk band, my other brother Daryl, that was based in Orange County.
Yeah.
Down in the city of Orange.
By the way, all ska has to spend time in Orange County in Southern California. Like mandatory. Ska Council comes by.
He's also he was classmates with Cameron Diaz and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
Was Cameron Diaz
not
a little before
classmates,
you?
fellow alumni.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both of them graduated before you. After
Yeah.
you?
Before me.
I hope so. Wise old Weiger over here. Easy enough.
When we had a lot of fun in Toronto together. Joe and I, we had some great ramen, I remember.
Great ramen, great concerts.
Great concerts.
I know it took you a little bit of time to warm up with the city. You did end up liking the city.
I did end up liking the city.
Joe, obviously it's...
So, see, Hamilton, no offense, you should take no offense to it.
Right.
It takes me a while to warm up to any place.
But I know we got into your impressions of the city a little bit when we were up there recording, but like looking back on it, like overall had a great enjoyed the city, came to like
Dude,
it.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
Like I had friends up there. I'm very familiar with Toronto. I've actually vacationed there with my wife.
Wow.
In the middle of winter, we were just needed a weekend away. But no, it was a great time. And like my friends are pretty connected in the local kind of event scene there and stuff. So we saw a ton of concerts. I saw a ton of concerts. The second week I was there, I met Ross Atkins, the GM of the Blue Jays.
Wow.
Who was, we just kind of kicked it off at a lake party, and next thing you know, he's like, "Hey, you got to come see a game." And I'm walking across the street to the Blue Jays every day and watching baseball. And,
Yeah, you were living right near there.
yeah,
right?
I mean, honestly, the only probably bad part was that my family wasn't out there with me for the
sure.
majority of it, and that's kind of sucks. But other than that, like I kept myself occupied. I had good friends there, and Mike came along with me on a lot of the adventures, and it was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
You and Jessica, your lovely wife, were nice enough to bring me out to dinner. That's where I first went to Lee Restaurant.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was the third wheel at their dinner, just being fucking taking more than my share.
We like having a guest with us when we go eat, dude. Like
It was a blast.
Yeah.
I love. and the slaw. We've talked about the slaw. Was quite good.
Mitch is a great third wheel. You've come out
Great
with
third
You've
wheel.
come out with me and Natalie before. We've had a great time.
Yeah. Come on.
It's just a wheelbarrow of joy every time you're out with us, dog.
Well, I had a look. We did. Joe and I. Joe showed me some. This is the truth. Some aquatic training when I was there.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And
I heard about
it kicked
this.
the
Yeah.
shit out of me.
Right.
I don't know why I would ever, because he was telling me all these aquatic exercises. And what's the things that you
We were
use?
using the Aqualogics paddles. Yeah.
Aqualogic paddles, and you said to me, you were like, "You're gonna think this is nothing, but it's gonna kick the shit out of you."
Well,
And
the hardest exercise. Yeah.
and the hardest exercise specifically is just
It's just with your wrists in the
Oh
water.
wow.
And I did, for whatever reason, I was like, really? And like, even after he warned me, and then
You're like, I got this.
It was disgustingly overconfident. Like, he's bringing this up because it wasn't, because first he gave me this, like I went, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna warn you, like the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a little forearm blowout, and it sucks, dude. It's gonna be like the roughest thing we do." And I remember Mitch looking at me going,
I mean, look,
this was the look, like, and if I, for the non-viewer, it was as if he had sucked a lemon from the back of a vinegar factory's ass. Like it was just this sour. Ugh. And I went, all right. So then it's essentially 20 seconds each way, and yeah, he was screaming by like
Wow.
21 seconds, maybe 18.
it was well, look, you're a professional athlete, but like, I respect, but I was like, this can't be this hard, and like, why? Because like you pointed out, wrist strength.
This guy's got the grip strength, if you know what I mean.
But you do this, and then you do this, and then you do, and I remember my arms are just noodles at this point when I was going up, and then we hit the sauna together. We did an audition together. I read for Who
It was a real romantic whirlwind week, apparently.
it was a Gus Van Sant Killing Gawker was the name of the movie.
I remember hearing about this. So this is another thing that we've talked about on the podcast, but part of being an actor in this day and age is you have to put yourself on video. You can't always just go in person to audition. And that means that you have to find a friend or a family member who's willing to read with you, to read the other lines. You were auditioning.
I have to ask Samoa Joe to help me read the fucking.
Just reading the off-camera lines in your audition for the role of Bubba the Love Sponge.
I was auditioning for the role of Bubba the Love Sponge, in the scene basically where we're talking about. Joe read as Hulk Hogan.
That's right, brother.
And this is the issue right there, is that I was reading as Bubba the Love Sponge and I was bombing left and right. And I remember even asking you, I was like, is this kind of? And you were like, yeah, but do it this way a little more. You were trying to help me because you know of Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah. It's a very distinct voice.
Yes, and I was
sounds like a frog, kind of like this,
I should have turned the camera around and had you just read for it. But this Gus Van Sant movie, and Joe was reading the Hogan lines, and it was one of those situations where I was like, this is one of the things where the guy reading the other lines is doing a better job than I am, who's on camera doing the other role. And I was like,
right.
They're going to hear this, just like when I did the Scorpion King 3 audition with my mom, and they like passed it around the office because my mom had a funny Boston accent.
That's right, A.O. Hotep, you will not.
What role were you reading for in Scorpion King 3?
I was a direct to DVD movie, and that was exactly what it was.
Wow.
Like they were like, we're all watching the audition in the office. It's so funny. Your mom is so funny. And I was
never be powerful enough to possess Osiris's eye.
And it was me just being like, yes, my master. I was doing like a shitty job of it. It was supposed to be like a dopey guy that followed Scorpion King or some shit. But like, it's like, I'm not going to get the role. You're watching this because you think it's funny that I'm doing a bad job and my mom is doing a good job. Or she wasn't even. She was just
captivating.
She was just captivating.
Next time, calling a favor from your old pal Wags. I'll give you nothing. Just be a complete blank slate.
Which would probably make it look good. Yeah. I mean, that's that.
I will robot read from now on.
I mean, it was.
Get back here, Bubba, you son of a bitch. Why did you leak the tapes?
Yeah, but I did not get Ben Affleck was slated to be Hogan, and then they canceled the movie. It never happened anyways. But and I did not get cast in the role. I never heard anything from it. But I will say this: going back to video games.
Yes.
Your boys are gamers, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Are they into the Nintendo? Are they cross platform?
They're cross platform guys. They're Roblox, Valorant.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they got their games. They got their addictions that are just I can't play their games. Are they?
Yeah.
Kids love Roblox, and that is just like I'm completely out of my depth trying to make sense of it.
But your game, your a video game that stars you has come out in the time that since we've last recorded.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii had been announced, I think, shortly before you guested on our show, and like it was the kind of thing where it's just like I'm just seeing your likeness in the trailer and being like, "Holy shit, is Joe in the game?" And you were. Now you've had the game has been released. You've had a chance to play it. Like, what is that experience?
Did you kick the shit out of yourself?
I did, which was awesome. which is weird. But no, my sons though, they couldn't wait to kick the shit out of me. It was like an event. It was like they literally only played the game to beat the shit out of me and like show it to me.
That rules.
Look at you, dude. But yeah, that's the only time they've ever been interested in any game that I've been just because of that reason. But yeah, no, it was an awesome. I mean, the Yakuza games are like they're very, very cool. I've played a ton. And I don't know, man. Like it was such a wild, wacky concept of a game.
Yeah.
And RCGs they're real. They're real big on like when they go big into wacky. I mean, they go big, and I think like. Including me as part of the cast was kind of a left turn nobody really expected. And, they revel in that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it was cool. I had once again, a wonderful time working on the game. Sega was awesome to work with. It's nice when you work with places that got all their stuff together and treat you nice and it works out well. Like it's super cool. So yeah. I had a great time and, man, it's just, it's cool to see like, a digital antagonist that is you. Like it's not a lot of people get to experience that. So it's like it was wild for a video gamer, for guys play video games all his life, has friends that are in the industry, has friends that are also lifetime gamers. It's so nice to be flexing like I am on these fucking chumps right now, right? Like they're all walking out. I'm like, but I'm Sweet Tooth and I'm a pirate. I mean, what more do you want? Yeah,
and I gotta say, and you're King Shark, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, just like it's just it's real good for me right now. In my circle, they hate my guts.
I really hope that we get a third season of Twisted Metal, because I have loved playing a dumb beta to your alpha. And I would, to the end of time, I would play roles where you walk me around like a dog or whatever the fuck they make me do next. It's a true honor. Joe is a great actor, but also, I mean, a great athlete.
Dude, I mean, the way you're talking, I feel we got to establish a safe word. What is?
We did press together, and I just was hyping up Joe the entire time. And like he was like, "All right, cut the shit." Basically, at one point.
I just started lying about him. I was just like, this man saves orphans every day. Every day. Takes about 20% of his paycheck and says, this goes to the orphans. And then he goes out there in the street and gets them.
You told the story last time you were on the show, but I did love you talking about the experience of you're brought on board for the Yakuza game, the Like a Dragon franchise, and they're explaining what the game is to you. And you have to be like,
well, no, I just started recapping what happened in the previous game.
Yeah,
they were like, it was a nice like, because you could tell the director I was working with, like, you can tell that he had told this story multiple times. That was probably one of the last guys to record.
Was this in Japan where this happened?
No, this was
Sega.
This was here in the States.
In the States,
and but when a big voice director's kind of at the end of that production period, he's working. So I'm probably one of the last guys to record for the project, and he's like, all right, he's kind of going through the pitch on what the game is and what it's about and stuff like that. And about 3 words in, I'm like, yeah. And the last game on Infinite Wealth, and he explained everything. He's like, oh, so I go, I'm caught up on the story thus far. Let's get going. He's just like, oh God, thank God. Okay, this is so it made the process a lot easier.
That rules.
Yeah.
So have you been to Sega in Japan at all? I know you've spent time.
I've been.
You wrestled in Japan,
actually,
right?
I have been to Sega in Japan, but not for this game.
Oh,
that was
shit.
Many years ago. Yeah.
You wrestled in Japan for
beginning of my career for 01.
Yeah,
and I worked for a Nokia office for a little bit and did some stuff with them. But I started my career in Japan, so I have a fantastic appreciation for the country. I love visiting anytime I can, and like I said, having kind of a handle and understanding, kind of a better understanding of Japanese culture, it definitely plays into enjoying the Yakuza games.
Right.
You realize,
sure, yeah,
like how much of a cultural touchstone that game is as far as like kind of representing modern Japanese society, especially like the cities and locales and the stores and stuff. So like for me, it's kind of like, anytime I play those games, it reminds me of being back in Shinjuku, or I've been in Komarocho and all those places. I mean, it's like that's the Japan I know.
Have we ever? I don't know if we've talked about this on one of your former visits, but did we talk about the steakhouse in Japan that wrestlers all go to? I know that Ribera. I know that you and I have talked about it, but there is a steakhouse where they give you basically a jacket, correct?
Like a sweet, like satin kind of members only without the pauldrons type of jacket. And Ribera Steakhouse is kind of, it became like a lot of early foreigners, when they went over in the 80s, they would stop by Ribera, and mainly it was because you have a lot of bodybuilders. They just want protein and rice,
right.
Very, very basic. And this place serves steak and rice at a very cheap price.
Yeah.
I will say this: the steak is not the greatest.
Yeah.
You
told me that too. Yeah.
The big joke amongst the Japanese guys is it's actually kangaroo. That's what they always say. But that being said, I've ate there a few times. I got me a couple jackets and stuff. And but now it's like I've heard they're getting a little bit more stingy with the jackets, like because it was like every wrestler that like wrestled at any small company would go over there, and it would be like they were giving out 20 jackets a week. They're just like, all right, let's lay off.
You gotta keep it a tight circle.
Yeah.
Can't have Paul Walter Hauser walking on one of those things.
Oh my! Hey, he will get a Ribera jacket. Though. I can't wait till you see it.
Mitch walks in there. Welcome back, Mr. Walter Hauser.
Yeah.
I pull up my IMDb. Sorry. Oh, that's awful. Get the fuck out of here. Wags, are you? Would you? This made me think. Would you eat prepared kangaroo if it was served to you.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if it was like my whole thing on, I'm trying to eat less meat in general, but like if it's there, I will probably eat it. What about you?
I mean,
I'd feel weird about it.
I'd feel weird about it, but
it.
I probably would eat the kangaroo if it was served to me.
It's also
would you have a cutoff on this,
dude? I'd hit a kangaroo in the head with a baseball bat and see some. You know how mean those things are?
Are they really?
Oh, they're dastardly.
I've never been to Australia. I've never been to Japan. Wags and I have never been. Neither of us have been to Japan.
They'll kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Don't they have like claws and shit?
Yeah,
like
they'll rip your gut out, man.
Oh, fuck that. I don't like that. All right, I would eat some kangaroo tail, maybe.
Yeah.
Saw a video of an Australian guy just punching a kangaroo in the jaw.
That was the best, yeah.
I didn't realize he had a grudge against kangaroos.
He knew what was up. He needed to go out there. Yeah. No talking. He just went out there and just threw the left hook, dude. Like, you're over here trying to empathize with these things. Kangaroos don't know empathy. They know one thing. Killing Mitch, bro. That's
I would hop in that little pouch and I'd have a great time. Be a little Joey in no time. You lived in Hawaii, I found out, because I'm just recently back from Hawaii, Wags. I guess now.
Yeah.
I am back.
It was more we kind of spent extended amounts of time out there because like when I was growing up, my dad worked at Western Airlines out of LAX.
Oh yeah.
So it was nothing for him to get rid of us for a couple weeks during the summer and just literally put us on a flight with his pilot friend and be like, make sure they get to their auntie, and they'd fly us over to Hawaii.
Oh, so your auntie lived in
in Nova Beach.
Oh damn! Wow. All right, that rules.
Yeah.
I got to hit you up for more recommendations. I'm back, but I got to hit you up for recommendations. We're trying to make it mysterious when I'm going. How long were you? So you just were there at like extended period of times?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Mostly summers, but I mean they were last. You know?
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Is there any food over there that you love?
Oh, I mean everything's great over there. I mean if obviously you want to hit some garlic shrimp trucks, you want to get some fresh seafood.
Are you a musubi guy?
Yeah, musubi. Yeah, everybody's musubi guys over there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like you'll see those everywhere though.
Yeah,
and the 7-Elevens are more Japanese-esque there than they are.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that I've heard that the 7-Elevens are like decent. They're great 7-Elevens.
Yeah, and then the 7-Elevens in Japan are just amazing, incredible edifices of food and sustenance.
I've the Hawaiian food for me is just like. Obviously that's a great, lots of great food of different cultures there. But I always think of the Hawaiian specific, like the lunch plate you'll get.
Yeah,
with mac salad and rice.
The quintessential Hawaiian meal is the plate lunch.
Yeah,
and the mac has to have mac salad. And mac salad is a very basic thing. If you see celery in there, that's not Hawaiian mac salad. If you see extra ingredients, stuff like that, that's not Hawaiian mac salad. And then you hear people, oh well, in our family, well, that's great in your family. We know in the great part of Hawaii. All them tricks and extra bullshit in there is not Hawaiian. It's very, very simple. It's usually macaroni salad, little, I think apple cider vinegar, fuck ton of mayonnaise, and grated carrot, maybe a little grated sweet onion, stuff like that. But I mean, it's a very simple thing, but it's iconic. It's what you want. And then it comes with 2 scoops of rice and then a protein. Usually that's, fried chicken. It'd be chicken katsu, which is, very Japanese inspired, or you'll get like a short rib plate or kaupipi plate or something like that. It's just a lot of different variations you can do.
I'm realizing that's like probably the I guess Hawaiian food in particular is like the food I've eaten the least. We've reviewed a couple of Hawaiian chains.
We've done L&L Hawaiian barbecue, and I think we've done Ono. And
both solid.
Yeah, I think L&L actually is Hawaiian in origin.
It is.
Yeah,
you can. It's on. When I was like looking up places, that was like it's like try an L&L, and I think it's like decent enough. But when you're in Hawaii, I think you don't want to get L&L basically.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be tons of places, and honestly, like a lot of the markets, the small like little markets have the best stuff. Great poke out there, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm excited.
All different kinds, not just tuna, but like crab poke, soft shell crab. I mean, tons of great stuff, man. You're gonna
there's Rutt's Hut out here, which has good Hawaiian food in LA, and then there also there's I don't know if it's still the case there, but Gardena Bowl used to have like really good Hawaiian food in their in their food court.
So your dad worked at the airport, and he also worked. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
He worked at Disneyland.
So he'd get up at 5, he'd go to Western Airlines, he'd work as a mechanic there till 3, clock out at LAX, drive down to
Anaheim?
Drive to Anaheim,
wow.
And then he'd do 5 shows a night at the Tejan Terrace.
Holy shit.
Get home about like 11, like kind of kiss us all, go to bed, and then wake up, go back to the airport the next morning.
So me and Mitch are just like, I can't believe we did 2 podcasts today.
That's what I was just thinking of. You fucking little baby bitch.
Wait, me? You're putting it on me?
Yeah, it's on you. you hear what his dad
I know,
does
isn't that
every
crazy?
day?
Yeah.
Well, and then
And he knew Walt. You said he knew Walt back in the day and everything.
Yeah. Walt hired him. You know,
that's wild.
And because he's conceptualizing the show, whatever, and everything, and the area. My dad was there for all that with the original choreographer for the show who had passed, some years later. But yeah, he was there, and then my brother worked there for years. I mean, a lot of my family worked there. I think my brother now still does the show in Disneyland Hotel, I believe. So yeah,
that rules.
We've always kind of had a Disney connection.
And I think you also mentioned you played hoop in the Matterhorn.
Oh yeah. The Matterhorn does have a half court, and I've shot plenty of baskets there. And my dad's favorite thing was to take me up to the Tinkerbell Tower at the top of the Matterhorn and threaten to throw me down. Let's go look. Let's put the harness on you. Throw me down. No,
Classic dad thing of
pretending
pretending to kill your
thing.
son. Yeah, I experienced
pretending to
it
throw
many
your
times.
son off the Matterhorn. that old father-son activity.
My dad when we were at the Grand Canyon, he threatened to throw me off, stuff like that. He did this. You know this experience.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, I did all this during press, but this season, every actor, and I've said it every time you've been on, but Wags, the way that Joe is just moving with his body
He's
and
doing this again. This is the worst.
and it's like Marx Brothers shit. He's like you're just watching his performance, and he uses his entire body, and it's so fun to watch him do it. And I mean, he's also acting on set. He's delivering these lines, and I said this to you that. Will Arnett he dubs the lines in later, but Joe is giving this full great performance on set too. And I can tell you, no one's going to scare you more than Samoa Joe. He's screaming at you and threatening you and throwing you up against a fucking ice cream truck. It's fucking. There was a couple the day where there's a scene where I try to stop you and I pull you back, and I was really struggling with it, and I think it was because I was like standing up to Joe. You know what I mean? Who was like it was a menacing force. It was getting in my head. It was like making me nervous.
In all fairness, also you will get scared of Emma. So.
Well, yeah. Well, also we dub over Emma's voice with Will Arnett.
Yeah.
I will.
Doing our job, Mitch.
I will echo Mitch's compliments on your face because it's like that's to me is like Sweet Tooth has such a specific walk that you've kind of created, like just a sort of way of movement. Yeah. It's just it's like it's funny, but it's also menacing at the same time.
Well, there's so many actors that you just see like an actor who's singing is like blah 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 blah,
yeah,
and
right,
not moving their body at all, and then you have to be so aware of that, and it is just a good thing to think about anyways as an actor. Is like, what are you doing? What movements are you doing? How like you got to be real, but like, what are you doing in each scene? And for you specifically, you're like, I have to emote through visually. Like,
for sure. Well, I mean. Well, for a character like Sweet Tooth, like obviously once you take the eyes and the mouth away from an actor, it's a lot missing. Like as far as like visual cues and what most audience members pick up on. So you want to kind of really over accentuate your emotions, a lot of moving your waist around and kind of just being more adding a flourish to every word you kind of throw out there and stuff. And I think if you do that, it kind of helps the character be more than just the stoic Gollum faced,
right.
I mean, there is an aspect of terror to that too, but I just don't think that's this character. You know what I mean? I think he's a little bit more flamboyant, trying to be a showman and be out there in front of people. Very P.T. Barnum,
Yeah.
Did you ever, as a wrestler, was there ever a phase when you worked masked?
Briefly when I started, and that was just literally because they needed heels for the Lucha show, so you'd put on a hood and be like, I'm the freaking Black Panther from Mars, like it was like they would literally make some silly name up. I think I was Enigma de Oro, which I think is like the golden enigma or something. Do
you think Wags and they would have us be masked wrestlers?
Yeah, but for different reasons.
When you said stone-faced Gollum, I thought you were talking about my acting just in general, anyways. But there was a scene where I see someone in the season and I like walked over to them, and I remember at Video Village they were just laughing because I was just walking over like with my arms just by my side and like not emoting.
Very robot.
Which is good for my character.
And now we will walk over here and talk to my new friends.
All I'm saying is
I appreciate it.
So Joe Sanoa Emmy run 2020 2026.
Wow, I love it.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Best physical depiction of
Best supporting actor. I don't know what the fuck the categories are, but you should get one.
Go on.
Well, you go first.
I was going to say we're all the episodes are out now. We don't need to get too deep into spoiler country here, but I am curious, like, because we talked previously about you being in the ice cream truck, and that's something both of you spent a lot of time in. Was there anything particularly stressful or chaotic about the stunt work in the ice cream truck this season?
I mean,
just about every shot we did. Well, no, I'll tell you why. It's because of this like precarious thing we got going is we're in the truck. The truck is not in any way really set up for actual safety. It just has a general but because it's like on one wall is has a bunch of old, rusted, sharp weapons plastered to it, and then the racks where the weapons are hanging on are also like little pointy spikes,
little old hooks
that are all been rusted and patinaed down to match the aesthetic. And then on the other side of the truck is just like a bunch of odd corners just sticking out and random bolts and stuff like this. So like we'll be in the back of the truck and then it'll start rocking and like we'll take a turn real deep and you're standing up in the back, so it's like
Harold has the seat.
And Harold has the seat next to me. There's been several times where I've looked back and like Mitch is flying into a wall of like rusty buzzsaw blades and stuff. And he's like, like holding on, just trying to like avoid this from the side.
Jesus.
Which literally happened to you as well. And
I did fall out of the back of the truck afterwards, but
Joe did fall out of the back. And also,
it was stopped.
Our crew is great. And then also, but there was one specific thing where Joe had to be thrown up against that wall inside the truck, and he did it, and you had scrapes on your back, and you were bleeding, and it was like, we should probably get something for all those hooks so that when you go into them, you don't need a tetanus shot or whatever. But it is like, look, it's a complicated show to film. There's a lot of stunts and a lot of shit that goes into it, and it is like a physical show. And then halfway through the season, we're always fucked up. We're we always have fucking ice on our fucking legs and shit.
I'd fractured my ankle by the fourth episode.
That fourth episode, the fourth episode is that which got me to when we were running to the vehicle. When we were running to the vehicle.
Yeah, we were doing that, and then there was just a couple other things where I'd like jump out of the back of the truck.
Yeah.
And then like, the boot that I have is a little bit, it's got a small lift in the back, but it's like, it's also just like kind of unbalanced the way that they created it. So it's like when I jump out the back, it was like, the ankle buckled, got up, I was fine, and then we went through the day, and then by the end of the day, like I was barely walking. And then the next day, I found out I'd fractured my ankle.
And you were like, it's all right, it's fine, because you're used to pain, basically. And then
I could still walk and be mobile, so I was just like, we'll tape it and we'll get through it. But
do you have a walking boot? How did?
No, I ended up. What I would do was I'd wear a walking boot like in between takes, and then whenever we'd start, I'd just kick it off and then go do the take and then come back.
He's a tough man. I don't know how the fuck he did it.
Drugs, dude. Tons of them. Oh my god, I found this opium den downtown. Oh, that's right, you told me about it. Anyways. No.
It was also funny that it wasn't painkillers. It was you were like on ecstasy one day.
Yeah. I experimented. I wanted to find out what was really going to take away the pain.
I give you credit because Joe was in like a leather harness, and sometimes I would help him get out of it. I was your belt boy.
It's not necessary to tell people. Thanks, dude.
You're masked too. And then there is an episode. I'll give a spoiler alert because now it's out. But I was just in my underwear for a full episode, and then to see how like you were just have pants the entire show. And it was like fucking 35 degrees in Toronto in fucking July or whatever at night.
And dude, it's the last shot of the day. The sun's going down. Everybody's doing the old trying to rush to get it in before we lose the light.
Yeah.
And like in this chaos, they're like, scrambling around. The take's taking longer, takes taking longer. He's freezing. You're now shivering out there.
And these bad boys are.
Oh boy. Yeah. I'm telling you, the Diamond Cutting Brothers.
Tall.
The Diamond Cutting Brothers were in the house. I remember I just looked over at him and he's covered in blood and tighty whities, and I'm sitting there freezing myself off with the stupid clown mask on, and we're just like, wow, all this college really worked out.
It really felt like we were back at that point. But Joe is once again fantastic, and he should.
And Mike also, rest assured, is stellar in this whole season. He'll say, look, he's going to try to say he's not, but he is. So, and we're going to leave it at that because, I don't need to plays this guy. Trust me, when the cameras are off.
I want to bring up that I said you should win an Emmy, and then I was going to say the story that we were talking about beforehand, but we were on set, and I was talking about our co-star, Thomas Hayden Church from last season. He's not back this season, but I loved him. A great guy.
Dude, great guy.
A great actor.
Great season 1 villain.
A great season 1 villain. He's in Sideways. He's great, and we were talking about Sideways, and he got nominated for an Oscar in Sideways, and I was being like, man, Thomas Hayden Church should have won a fucking Oscar for Sideways. And I was like, who won? And I looked it up, and I was like, Morgan Freeman for $1 Million Baby. I was like, people don't care about $1 Million Baby anymore.
So, by the way, when that statement was uttered by him, everybody else sitting in the cast room turned around and went, what are you talking about?
I mean, I think Morgan Freeman's a great actor. And he, like, Shawshank Redemption, he should win for. $1 Million Baby, I was just like, it's out of the zeitgeist. Sideways is like a movie that like you remember more to me than $1 Million. I don't even think it's his.
Maybe you bougie film types.
I think he's so good, and so is Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
He's not even nominated.
Yeah.
And when I talked to Thomas Hayden Church about doing Doughboys for season 1, and he was gonna do it. He said he was going to do it, and I talked to him for an hour and a half, and then he said, tell your mom the Sandman says happy anniversary, which was very sweet. He was like, Paul should have been he wasn't even talking about himself. He's like, Paul should have been nominated for that movie, which he should have been. Paul Giamatti's great in that movie. But I was like, he's great in it. Morgan Freeman has other success. It's fine. And I was like, it's not even Clint Eastwood's best. And then I said to Anthony Mackie, I was like, have you ever worked with Clint Eastwood?
And then Anthony Mackie looked at you and responded, yeah, in $1 Million Baby.
And I believe, were you just laughing somewhere?
Yeah, and then I immediately was like,
and to Mackie's credit, Mackie also was just laughing at me.
He busted up bigger than anybody, but it was just like, I mean, have you ever worked with Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, in $1 Million Baby, Wags, I fucked that up pretty bad, but whatever. And look, Mackie, we're boys. He doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
I'll be back for season 3.
Sure.
I'm just thinking about how much our fucking fans are gonna gif your underwear scenes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, it's coming, dude.
Man.
Oh, hot Mitch Summer is on the way, dog.
Look, I had 3 diamond cutters that made a little triangle. They all looked like nips.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Hey, buddy, these days it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes, but how do you know what actually works for you?
With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions to take these days. Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise.
Mitch, I've benefited from therapy, as I know you have, as well as have many of my loved ones. I'm in therapy now, and there's so many benefits to it. Beyond addressing your specific personal issues, it's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries, and empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it's not just for those who've experienced major trauma.
That's right, Wags. I always feel better when I'm doing therapy. Look who just joined me on the couch here.
Looks like little Jemmy for our audio listeners. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally.
And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. Wow. It's convenient, too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, plus switch therapists at any time.
As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Doughboys. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Doughboys. Hey, buddy, shopping and planning for groceries really can be simple and stress-free. Picture having your weekly cart filled with personalized selections and shipped straight to your door. Taking all that work off my plate and putting some food on it is why I love Hungry Root.
Hungry Root takes the stress out of grocery shopping by filling your cart with personalized selections that get smarter with every order. Wow. From smoothies and kids' snacks to sweets, salad kits, supplements, and more, there's something for every taste and nutrition goal.
Whether you're gluten-free, dairy-free, high-protein, focused on gut health, or whatever else, Hungry Root helps you eat well. After a quick quiz, their smart cart technology recommends groceries and supplements tailored to your needs, like having a personal shopper that learns what works for you.
Hungry Root helps you save by reducing food waste and avoiding impulse grocery buys. Their best price program offers great value on over 100 popular products, and with our offer, you'll get a free item like a premium protein, veggie, or sweet treat in every box for life.
Hungry Root holds all its food to high standards, screening out over 200 additives like high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, and artificial sweeteners. They source top quality meat and seafood with no hormones or antibiotics, offer organic and non-GMO options, and stock trusted brands like Oatly, Vital Farms, Harmless Harvest, and so many more.
Wags, I got myself some Hungry Root, and you know what I got in there? I got myself some fresh avocados, fresh veggies.
They get fresh zucchini there, all sorts of fresh produce. Apples you can get there. You know I love those.
You're an apple man.
You can also get yourself some protein powder, some vitamins. All the staples is available. And hey, saving so much time by having Hungry Root tend to your groceries instead of having to go to the store yourself.
And that gives me more time to do Mitch things.
Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/doughboys and use code doughboys. That's hungryroot.com/doughboys, code doughboys to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/doughboys, code doughboys.
Wags, I gotta say this.
Yes,
We've been talking ice cream all month.
that's right.
And we got the King Clown here himself. We might as well talk about the King Clown of ice cream.
Yes,
McDonald's.
I'm curious, Joe. Before we get into this discussion proper, first off,
Hold on a second. Deus, don't wince at my little sayings over there.
I was more just thinking, I don't know if I'd say McDonald's is the king clown of ice cream.
you meant Ronald McDonald is kind of the king
I
clown.
what you were saying. I thought you meant like they
I
were
got
the
what you
kings
were
of
saying.
ice cream, and I was like, I don't know.
They're from a different generation where fast food restaurants didn't have like mascots in front for them.
They actually have.
They're just loving it, you know. They're
How much more do we have to pay you guys to at least pretend to like our stuff?
yeah.
I'm smiling back here.
Hey, remember when I made that Rain Man reference and they both looked at me like a forehead?
Way over their head.
We're blowing air out of our noses over here.
We realized that they maybe were not born when Rain Man came out.
McDonald's, you mentioned like that the mascots may not have had a presence in a lot of young people's lives. They've actually kept Ronald McDonald behind closed doors since 2016.
Yep.
He hasn't been making public appearances since the clown scare. And then
2016, that's the year another clown took over the Oval Office, Wags.
Mitch, don't get political.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Warned you about this.
Yeah.
Not that kind of show.
Yeah, we shouldn't get political. And you know what? Shame on you, South Park.
Joe, where do you stand on McDonald's in general?
McDonald's, I believe, is as far as the fast food goes, I believe it's a benchmark in fast food. I think it is. I wouldn't say it's the lowest bar.
Would you maybe call it the King Clown of fast food?
You desperately want me to. I would say that it is the benchmark of serviceability. Like when I go to McDonald's, I go with no pretense.
Mhm.
I know I'm going there. It's always out of convenience, never out of want, rarely these days. But I also know when I get there, you're going to get something that you know you're going to get. It's going to be that way. It's usually the simpler the order, usually the more perfect it is.
Mm.
And
I like the steak.
ice cream is one of those simple items that McDonald's, I feel, does relatively well.
I'm where does it rank among your like the kind of big four of burger chains? Because you got McDonald's, you got Wendy's, you got Carl's Jr., Hardee's, you got Burger King.
I'll just say this.
Yeah.
Not to glaze McDonald's here, but Wags and I really like to put over McDonald's. We're
Big founder fans, I get it. Yeah.
We're fans of the founder. Ray Kroc stole the business. He did a great job stealing the business.
Yes. Those rubes, McDonald brothers.
It does feel very wrestling coded. The whole
Well, you
McDonald's
would
origin.
appreciate it. Two fine, hardworking Irishmen being duped by some lascivious American business.
We're easily duped. What can I say? I love McDonald's.
Yeah.
And I'm a Big Mac fan. If I want a Big Mac, and also I say this, if McDonald's is hitting, as they say, as the young folks say, if it's hitting, I think it's the best fast food there is. And I don't know if he'll agree with me.
I love McDonald's. I also think it has improved its consistency across locations. I've been having a lot of issues with Del Taco lately. I've had some really bad Del Taco experiences. And that
Can I add to that?
Please.
As a former California resident and a lover of Del Taco, especially late at night, so it's some of the best decisions you can make. I had Del Taco for the first time in maybe 15 years.
Oh my God.
Like the other night. And I agree. Del Taco has taken a bit of a dive.
It's a bummer. And
it is.
Yeah, they've they've had like
I was just thinking your anniversary this weekend.
Yeah. We went to Del Taco. I was like, I am pissed off. So you want to go back to the hotel and get weird?
So I appreciate that McDonald's seems to have been improving that. And like another thing, since we're on Del Taco is a place where there will always be one item that's incorrect for my order, and I don't feel like that happens at McDonald's. I feel like they're better about that. But I am curious, and I want to get everyone's takes on this. You got kind of the Mount Rushmore of national burger chains. McDonald's, I mentioned, Burger King, Carl's Jr., Hardee's. And Wendy's.
Yeah.
Like what is McDonald's your number one?
Hardee's is, I guess, a part, but like just being in the Northeast, I never would think that.
In terms of number of locations,
what would be the four in the Northeast? I guess it's Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't know if there really is a fourth.
I don't know if there's a fourth Mount Rushmore one in the Northeast. So I think
that
you're right.
I would say Five Guys.
Five Guys
probably
Five
has
Guys
now become the Northeast.
Like Northeast, that's
I didn't
consistent
grow
across
up
the
with
Northeast.
it around in the Northeast, but now it's all over, I feel like.
Five Guys?
Yeah.
You're right. I think that Five Guys is probably the fourth in the Northeast specifically. But I think nationwide, I think you're right that it is Carl's Jr. Is Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. Yeah.
What is your? I used to love Carl's Jr. so much. I still do like it.
I'm gonna Carl's Jr. out of those ones will probably be my number one.
Wow.
I like it's a good it's I feel like their quality has declined a little bit in the last 10 years or so, but I liked it more than In-N-Out at one point. Why? Because I told you that. But In-N-Out has grown on me, and I do love In-N-Out. McDonald's is. I love Wendy's, but McDonald's is probably. We've seen the slide in Wendy's, even though Wendy's was kind of back then when we had it for a month or whatever we did there. But McDonald's is probably my favorite.
Burger King is sneaking up there for me. I mean, we've been saying BK is back, but like I find myself defaulting to Burger King a lot more than I used to.
Doesn't it always just seem like it is just I mean, maybe that's just the point of this podcast. It's location dependent.
It's so locational dependent for sure.
Should we end it?
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying this.
They're all of them are 5 forks, just depending on where you go. That's it. We're done.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm gonna start rebalancing this whole fork distribution problem you guys have going on.
Oh, I love this.
I think I did it the first time I was here.
Yes.
We're gonna get these back down to where the levels they should be.
Oh, I like this a lot. Well, I gotta say this. Pretty good outing by McDonald's today when I drove back from San Diego from Comic-Con with my mom and sister today. I ripped up here, dropped them off, and hit McDonald's, and I had a two snack wrap meal because I also hadn't eaten. It was like 2 p.m.
Wait, so you had 2 McDonald's trips today?
That's right, Wags.
Wow.
I did McDonald's twice today, and then I'm going to Osteria Mozza with Joe after this. So a very opposite ends of this.
No artery left untouched on me.
I did the 2 snack wrap meal. I haven't had snack wraps in a while, but this is not included in the review. Here.
Yeah.
We're reviewing ice cream.
Yes.
And we're very serious about this, Joe.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to say this. I got a vanilla cone, Wags, because I saw your vanilla cone.
Yeah.
And
this was today when you went and got the snack wraps.
And I had to eat it first before I ate everything else. And I was on cloud 9. That vanilla cone was so fucking good. And also I was just like, this is like whatever. I know this is not the most pure ingredients or whatever.
Right.
But this McDonald's cone is just hits that perfect nostalgia vanilla cone flavor that I've had my entire life. And it was my bite of the night, Wags. It was my favorite thing I've had all day.
Let me table set for McDonald's ice cream real quick. Founded in 1940 by the aforementioned brothers Dick and Mac McDonald. At the time, ice cream scoops. Ice cream scoops were on the menu. Ice cream was removed in 1948 when they revamped their menu to the more simplified version that made it into an institution that was, taken from them by Ray Kroc.
Or like McDumbasses. Stop talking trash.
In 1978, McDonald's introduces soft serve as cones and sundaes, and in 1997 they debut the McFlurry. As for Ronald McDonald, the tie-in for Sweet Tooth, and
Wait, what year was the?
1997 was the McFlurry.
Oh wow.
Ronald McDonald was first portrayed by Willard Scott, the TV weatherman, in 1963. His original name, Ronald the Hamburger Happy Clown. Yeah, Mitch, you mentioned the soft serve cone. For me, I have a specific childhood memory of there was one of those weird. Sometimes there'll be like a McDonald's, like a little stand that isn't like a full McDonald's. There was one of those in Boulevard Park in Lakewood, California, and we'd go to the public pool, and then you could go to that McDonald's stand. They'd have like a limited menu. They didn't have fries, I don't think, but they had like hamburgers, and they had vanilla soft serve cones. And I remember getting them from there, and that being like a childhood memory of mine.
You like the soft serve or the hard serve?
In general, I'm more into scoop.
I'm serving soft mostly.
Ooh, those hard serve machines. Bitch to clean.
In general, I'm more into like an ice cream scoop than a soft serve, but I like a good soft serve.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it depends on context.
Mm-hmm.
Where does ice cream rank in your dessert hierarchy?
Oh, very high.
Very high.
I would say 1 or 2.
Wow.
Yeah, there's very few things I like better than just a nice scoop of ice cream.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
What else is up there?
Pies. I'm a pie
Oh,
person.
yeah. What's your favorite pie?
Pecan probably.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Pecan's a great answer.
Yeah.
No, I like a good fruit pie.
Well, I was gonna say that after that, it's definitely all fruit pies. Like,
okay, yeah. You see, there's a lot of people who are like, warm fruit, it doesn't do it for me, which is always just so confusing to me. I don't understand that. Like,
I got a banana cream pie last night. It was fucking great.
Ooh.
I was so
Where
happy.
from?
I was at a restaurant in my neighborhood.
Hmm.
It's really good.
Well, what's the neighborhood? Look, when we talk about going back in time and trying McDonald's, like I would love to try the first before Ray Kroc traded them for a map to a pot of gold or whatever the fuck he did to swindle these two idiots.
Yeah.
But
probably gave him whiskey, right?
Those fucking Irish drunks. But there is something about that vanilla soft serve that is the artificial bullshit of it all that I love it, Wags. And you had one as well.
Yeah, I got a vanilla cone. I guess the question we should ask about McDonald's desserts is ice cream the move, or do you go with the hot apple pie? Because I do like the apple pie, but I'm always like, I don't know, it's never as good as I remember.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you why, Wise, because they don't deep fry the apple pies anymore.
Wow.
Okay, right around, so I think the 90s or something, they switched to the baked apple pie,
Mhm.
which is a far inferior version of the apple pie. The apple pie of our youth, the deep fried apple pie, was a thing of magic, a thing of mystery, a texture wonder, was
Mhm.
great in a sundae.
Yep. You dip it in the sundae. As they say, go woke, go broke, Wags. And that's what happened here.
Yeah. You know, I blame the dirty hippies for this. I'm sorry, I do.
I want an apple
But man,
pie.
you like the vegetable oil, and then all of a sudden the pies aren't fried anymore. That's all I know.
RFK, help us, please.
Yeah.
Please fry your apple pies
Yeah.
in beef tallow once more.
Ooh.
Actually, does sound good.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Sounds good as hell.
It's just making me think of Del Taco again, which is they have these funnel cake fries right now, which are an LTO, but the problem is A, they're not very good. B, it's polluting the fry oil. So now if you get regular fries, they have like a sweetness to them.
That's what so I got a comp. Like I said, I had Del Taco first time in a long time, and the whole thing smelled like powdered sugar.
Yeah.
The whole bag. Like I thought they had accidentally slipped me some of these funnel cake fries, and I thought homie was being awesome. Like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? Like rolling me up, and no funnel cake fries. It was my regular fries,
Jesus.
which smelt and tasted of funnel cake fries.
Yeah, they got to change out that oil.
I gotta say, you had the same. Every time I was near you this Comic-Con weekend, you said something smells like powdered sugar as well. So
Yeah.
maybe it just was me. The after effects hang around me for too long.
I did get a vanilla cone. I also got a vanilla shake. Vanilla's a flavor, and I also got an M&M's McFlurry. Mitch, what else did you get?
I got I got the snack wrap meal. I got the vanilla cone. I ate that vanilla cone, and then I got Oreo McFlurry because I knew you're doing an M&M McFlurry. So I got an Oreo McFlurry, and I ate just a little bit of that Oreo McFlurry. It was good. I think that the ice cream from McDonald's goes well with the Oreos. They know what they're doing. It's a good mix up. But that vanilla cone was really not that was my, like I said, the bite of the night. It was fantastic. After, when I came to Headgum, I got a few different things. I got a chocolate shake. I got a hot fudge sundae, which I added at the last second. And I got
an insulin shot.
I got an insulin shot.
Okay.
I just put my Zepbound into my ice cream, and then I got a s'mores McFlurry. I didn't eat all of this stuff. I was tasting. And the Hershey s'mores McFlurry is new.
I got one of those on a separate visit myself. Last week. Joe.
Also, Wags, you know what I ordered, but they didn't have it? Was a Harlem Shake.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I'm
bailing on it
because you're afraid of Joe.
I'm not going to do it.
He's afraid of Joe. He's afraid to do it.
Afraid.
That's pathetic. That's pathetic. Amelia made a Harlem Shake joke, and I promised Amelia I would do it.
I only made the joke so that you didn't have to do it.
I did it because I did it, and Wags can't do it. He's afraid.
Low point in the podcast, please.
Of the 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just saw the shark swim by, and you guys are riding tricycles. That's all I'm saying.
He's too afraid to do a Harlem Shake in front of you. That's pathetic.
You didn't have to do it. Fine.
That was like a 10% Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Oh, God damn
Wave
it.
my hands like you did?
All right, there we go. You're still giving half effort. Anyways, I gotta say this. Joe will never come back on the podcast. One. Two, my chocolate shake was my least favorite thing of the night. And maybe it's just that Hershey's syrup that they mix, because they have a good vanilla, like we've established. But like the vanilla soft serve is great. So there's no reason that the chocolate shouldn't be good, but I think it is just kind of Hershey's.
Well, I think it's because it's mixed with vanilla. You know, most chocolate ice cream I have is just chocolate.
That's a great point.
Yeah, so they just throw a little syrup on the vanilla. Basically, you just have vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup in it.
So
and
like
that just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
It is, it's kind of a black and white. Yeah. Well, no, at In-N-Out they do have chocolate ice cream and vanilla ice cream, and they do mix it together. So
the way McDonald's, I never thought about the fact that their base is vanilla. So when you get chocolate, you're getting vanilla and chocolate.
Great point, Emma. It was not my. That was the only downside. I thought, Joe, you inspired me to order the Hershey's S'mores McFlurry,
which was my main goal when I woke up this morning. Because I also got the S'mores McFlurry, but it's a limited time, item. Obviously, everybody can have an M&M McFlurry, but
is that your number one usually, the M&M McFlurry?
No, my usual is the hot fudge sundae. In fact, that is only the second McFlurry I've ever had in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, if I was gonna get ice cream, I would just get ice cream. I just,
You don't need the toss-ins.
Yeah. Well, like you said, your favorite bite was probably the bite of that ice cream cone just by itself.
It's true.
And I think sometimes we have especially desserts, we have like a over tendency to like overcomplicate them with flavors. And I think like sometimes one sweet thing is probably good enough. So
this guy's a vanilla ice cream over here.
I love vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
But was
one of the most complex flavors, by the way.
It's true. It's an exotic bean.
In the world. Yeah. It's not like people think that vanilla is not an exotic flavor. It's actually one of the most.
It's true. It's an exotic bean.
Yeah.
Fucking dweeb. Yeah.
I think that's well argued. I also I love the hot fudge sundae as a kid. What I liked about it, and I can't do it anymore because I developed an adult allergy, was the crushed nuts on it.
I asked for mine with crushed nuts, and you didn't give me that, which was awesome.
It didn't. This was an issue. Amelia, hit us with it.
Yeah.
There is no nuts option.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
It's
they're
a bummer.
not offering it anymore because of
So what you're saying is
allergens.
we're not living in America anymore. Well, that's great.
But that was the thing, like just like that punched it up texturally so much.
Oh, and the saltiness.
Yeah.
That punch.
I'm gonna read what Amelia texted me.
Oh, please.
Oh no.
There's no nut option for Joe. I don't know where he got the sick idea. In his head he could add nuts. In fact, I think I could wrestle this guy and pin him pretty
Good
quick.
Lord.
That last one, I
Wow.
maybe the last part I maybe added.
Dude, thanks for warning me earlier in that text. You're right. It's always the quiet ones that are violent, right?
She did say, I
Yeah.
don't know where you got this sick idea. She was joking, of course,
I
but
was joking.
Yeah.
but there's no more nut option.
Yeah, no,
you can't
you
no
could
nuts.
add like crushed Oreos and M&Ms. You could add
Like, listen,
fudge.
nuts might kill you.
Yeah.
Just get some more sugar on there. You'll be fine.
Nuts, I remember being the default back in the
Oh,
day.
yeah. You would have to ask
Apparently
them to be
they haven't had 'em
removed.
for a while. They stopped offering them entirely.
Which probably tells you last time I actually got a hot fudge sundae there.
This Reddit thread said it said they just started this in October, but it's 6 years old. So
Oh,
has it been at least
what
7
a
years?
terrible, that's a
What a
terrible
bummer.
take.
This guy has a no nut life now. He's
It's true.
he
Nutless.
Yeah.
Now you guys both got something in common, huh? That's why this podcast works. Common interests.
we got
No
a lot
nuts
in
to be
common.
had.
He grew up. He had a later in life nut allergy. Wags did.
It's true, yeah. It's specifically peanuts, and I thought I was having issues with tree nuts, but then I found out that was like a largely psychosomatic. But the peanuts are a real thing, and yeah, I didn't know it was a thing that could happen in middle age. But you can people develop new allergies. Sometimes like people who are pregnant develop an allergy from that. It's all sorts of things can cause it.
Hopefully, it hasn't crossed over to the comic strip. Peanuts.
Oh
There's
boy,
there's
Jesus
yeah, you have other
Christ.
questions? You could probably.
Fuck.
Talk about our comic. I was like, what?
Yeah, because we have our own comics, so that was extra confusing right now.
It's like, is there a peanut bit?
But no, I can still enjoy the adventures of Linus and Pigpen and friends.
There was a peanut restaurant down there at Comic-Con. Did you see that? There it was near.
No.
Yeah, and I went to a great steakhouse with my mom and sister. It was called Lou and Mickey's, and
Wow.
it's in the Gaslamp district, and it was fucking fantastic. I don't know
Sweet.
if you ever back down there. Lou and Mickey's, I had a blast.
Yeah.
Great restaurant. Anyways, Wags, it hasn't crossed over the comic strip. But Joe, did you finish your thoughts on the s'mores? The s'mores, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
it
that
is?
old thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good because obviously, s'mores is hard to pull off. I thought the Lucky Charms marshmallows I would dislike actually kind of worked. Add a little texture to the ice cream.
Yeah.
So I did dig that, and it was a pretty good little McFlurry.
It definitely exceeded my expectations when I got it. Because I was just sort of I went to the drive-thru and I was just getting McDonald's for dinner, and I saw they had this, and I knew we were going to talk about ice cream on the show, so I was like, all right, I'll try this Hershey S'mores McFlurry in this context. First off, we should talk about the McFlurry cardboard cups, which are a semi-recent thing. They used to come in plastic. Yeah. I don't mind the cardboard cups rather.
I
They work pretty well.
I like them too. I think that they're. It seems like it's probably better for the earth. I'm
For sure,
guessing.
yeah.
But the spoon is gone. They no longer have the McFlurry spoon. I've noticed.
Yes, they don't have a distinct spoon anymore with
Okay, let's talk about
the
this.
hole in it.
Let's talk about this McFlurry spoon. This
Yeah.
straw spoon, right?
The straw spoon.
Okay, yeah. If you wanted to bust a blood vessel in your head, you try to use that straw. I mean, it was a health hazard.
No, not functional as a straw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people probably tried to drink the McFlurry.
Yeah, and here's what happens is as you're eating with the straw, maybe it gets a little bit melty, and this has happened to me the one other time that I ate a McFlurry, I used that straw, and then I remember I was taking my time, and then as I lifted up to put the straw in my mouth, the back of the melted ice cream slid down the straw right on my pants.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's a bummer.
That is a
I
fucking
never
bummer.
knew that was supposed to be a straw spoon. I thought it just had a thick handle because they used it to stir the McFlurry.
I think it was double purpose in a way.
I believe it was actually like the attachment they used in the
Yeah.
McFlurry.
It would mount on the machine.
And they were just like, just leave it in there.
Yeah, which now I think for whatever reason, maybe it's just that sort of thing of they have one thing that mixes it together now or something. I don't know what happened.
It was a fun gimmick. I understand where they're like, hey, it stirs it up for you in the machine, and then we're going to give it to you. But to the end user, it looks like a straw because it has a hole in the end, and we're accustomed to having straws with shakes.
Yeah,
So I mean, like, I do kind of miss it just from a design standpoint, but I don't mind having a regular ass spoon. It's fine. You're gonna eat this sumbitch with a spoon
I
anyway.
don't miss it. I saw George Lucas at Comic-Con.
Did you really?
Mm.
I did. I went over.
Plug yourself into an aging app.
I did play George Lucas on At Midnight, thanks to Wags and
were-
Jordan Morris.
You
I
were
believe.
fantastic as George Lucas.
And it was a
very
funny
funny.
thing where I was like, oh, this looks like it does look like me in the future. He's looking slim, as was Guillermo del Toro, who was also on the panel.
Oh, nice.
Did you see this panel?
Yeah,
With George? That's awesome.
I went in. So I went over to the comics beat and I pushed our Doughboys comic book Wags.
That's nice.
I was promoting it, and then I got out by 11, and then I was just waiting for Griff because I forgot my badge, and Griff had an extra badge, and Griff when Griff came down, he gave me his extra badge, and we went over there, and I was like, let's try to get in. He was like, there's no way we'll get in, but we walked in. We were like a half hour.
Yeah.
We were like halfway through the whole thing, and then we sat down and we watched George promote the new Lucas Museum in
Narrative art. Can't wait to see.
Yeah, it seems awesome.
Right off a train stop. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah. It was cool. And I saw the Digman, Trey Parker, Check out Digman. I saw the Digman and Trey Parker, Matt Stone, and what's his name from Beavis and Butt, Mike Judge panel.
That's awesome.
And Andy Samberg, yeah.
You're just going back to you playing George Lucas on At Midnight. John DiMaggio, the best known as the voice of Bender, was on the show that night, and he afterwards took you aside and was so complimentary to you. Said how funny you were.
John DiMaggio, if you ever want to come on Doughboys to have Bender,
how funny is he? And he's telling you how funny you are.
It was Wags. It was very. Thank you for bringing that up. It was a very nice moment.
No.
Anyways, that makes me feel good. It made me feel nice. It is. I should be nicer to myself.
Yes.
You know what? I'm pretty damn good, actually.
Hey, there you go, huh?
All right, calm down.
All right, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Emma.
I like the s'mores McFlurry quite a bit. I thought every again, I'm going in there. I'm just like, oh, okay, well, this is a thing to try. I don't have much in the way of expectations for it. I certainly don't have a lot of affection for Hershey's because I feel like. I don't know. Is Hershey's chocolate sometimes is kind of.
They're just
they're
they're
favorite?
like one of the godfathers of candy.
Yeah.
Like we can pay our respects to them, but I don't want a Hershey's bar ever in my life. Who gives a shit?
But I exactly what you're saying about the texture connected with me, and it's just like, oh yeah, you're getting the little crunch from the graham crackers, the marshmallows worked in there nicely, a good amount of chocolate. It absolutely evoked a s'more in McFlurry form. Yeah, I was like, this is like maybe an 8 out of 10. I was really impressed.
I thought it was pretty good too. Here's the thing. I don't know how much I care about s'mores. I don't know if I care that much about s'mores. Is that crazy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it usually means you have a really shitty childhood. But I mean, I can kind of tell by like your love of s'mores because, a lot of great family memories are made around s'mores, a lot of loving, type of things. So
I loved my parents. They were great, but
I've met them. They are great.
Yeah. Well, you didn't
I met your mom.
And that's Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah,
You
sorry,
met my dad?
Your mom and your sister, lovely.
Yes, yeah. Who's
I
kind
bet
of the
they
dad
like
role
s'mores.
now? They do like s'mores. The smokiness of s'mores. I don't know.
Sure.
The smokiness. No, give me a good excuse.
Okay, hold on.
Work this out.
I will get this out here. I like campfire s'mores.
Okay.
I think that when I get like a s'mores flavor, that is more the trouble I have with it is that like it tries to evoke a smokiness or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I hit on more. Is like I don't like
You want more mezcal tones to your McFlurry.
I don't like mezcal except for the one time I went to Mexico City and I went to a place called Pujol. Have you ever been to Pujol?
No.
It's great.
Jesus, all these names, where are they coming from?
Pujol is like one of the best it is like considered one of the best restaurants in the world. And I went down there for a Netflix movie that LP directed, and I had a little small cameo. I had a small role in that movie, and I went to Pujol and I had mezcal like from Mexico and I loved it.
Yeah.
But I like when your mezcal is in a cocktail, it's always a little too smoky for me. So I don't know if I love like a smoky taste. I don't think I
sure.
Not a smoke guy.
Yeah, what's that?
Not a smoke guy.
I'm not a smoke guy. I don't want the smoke. I don't need the smoke. I never need the smoke.
Okay.
And so I think with a lot of artificial s'mores, like or things trying to be s'mores, you get like a little fake smokiness in there. Do you think that's accurate? I don't know if there is in this.
I didn't get it in this.
Yeah, I got zero smoke.
Yeah.
The marshmallow wasn't cooked at all.
Yeah.
The marshmallow's not cooked.
And then the graham cracker was just a normal graham cracker, and then just had bits of chocolate. So I'm wondering where the hell, right? The smoke comes in. because I think it's in the other room. I can look in there, but nobody set it on fire.
Leave me be.
No, I'm not. This can't stand. You're talking about a flavor profile that was nowhere near the McFlurry.
I thought that it was trying
You're
to.
acting as if somebody came and took your McFlurry and then a cocktail man, right? One with a tie and a vest came over and put a little smoke dome over there and had some wood chips in the back and steamed it up for you.
This is what he does to me on set, Wags. I get scared.
I just want to know, where's the smoke?
There was no smoke.
Okay, all right, yes.
I thought it evoked some sort of fake s'more flavor.
Was it telling you a story by the campfire? Okay, I don't need you this nervous. I'll feel bad. No, it's all right. It was totally
Now I
smoky.
think about it,
Dude, fuck that McFlurry.
after working
You're
with
right,
you for a
dude.
second season, I have been prescribed Lexapro and Klonopin.
That is true.
I liked it. But I also would like the M&M's McFlurry over it, or the Oreo McFlurry.
Well, so is your go-to the M&M's or the Oreo? Because
my go-to is the M&M's one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We Freaky Friday each other because my go-to is the Oreo,
And I like
so
Oreo ice cream.
I'll get the M&M's just to just for contrast.
Do you want to know my reasoning for this? Is that there's so much like cookies and cream ice cream, and there's that for when it comes to the McFlurry, the M&M being in the ice cream to me feels like more of a different thing.
Exotic.
It is. It feels more exotic. It does, like a vanilla bean. It's mixed in there. It's like it's like more of a treat to me.
Yeah, I get my whole issue with the M&M's McFlurry is you're getting individual M&Ms. And I believe they're the mini M&Ms, which are used in baking.
You should go at Wags.
What?
You should give Wags a hard time.
Oh yeah, well he hasn't said anything stupid yet, so kind of hard, right? Because you need idiocy before you can get mad at it. To just get mad and stuff, you're just a dick. But then if somebody says something stupid, you get mad. You're just right? All right.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Wag. Continue.
I'll say some dumb shit. I feel like it's a surface area problem with those mini M&Ms. There's so much candy coating, and whereas with what's fun about the Oreo McFlurry is that those bad boys are chopped up. You know what I mean? Like you're getting little pieces of Oreo, and so like I just as far as distributing the candy, the mixed in confection, I just feel like the Oreo is more like the Dairy Queen Blizzard, which is what the McFlurry is evoking.
There's a good chance I've changed my stance on this, but I am now more of an M&M McFlurry man.
Yeah, but I like the Oreo more. But the M&M's McFlurry was fun. It was good. It got the job done. I definitely would like my vanilla shake more. I just as far as mix-ins go, and I might have felt the opposite about the Oreo McFlurry over the vanilla shake.
What was the vanilla cone your top dog or no?
I might go vanilla shake.
Wow, okay.
I just thought that it had a good texture to it, and I liked a little bit of whipped cream on top. The vanilla cone was good though, and I just like I'm not crazy about cake cones. You know what I mean? Like they're a little artificial to
More
me.
of a sugar cone guy?
Yeah, more sugar cone or waffle.
Waffle's right at number one. Yeah.
I think it just works so well with that McDonald's ice cream, that little shitty cake cone on top of it. I think it works well.
Well, that's the part that again, just like to me, is like a bite of a memory when I'm biting into that little bit of cone corner after I've taken down the ice cream proper. Yeah.
You're a little 6-year-old pubeless boy again.
As opposed to a 40-year-old pubeless man. Hey, buddy, Mitch, you and I are both hoop heads.
Yeah.
And if someone gave us an offer for good seats at a basketball game, we might be tempted to jump at it, not realizing it's a scam.
Wags, I agree. Or say someone offered us Minions live in concert. I think that you would jump at that in an instant, wouldn't you?
I might jump right out of my seat and I'd lose my shirt because it'd be a scam. When it comes to your money, you deserve to feel safe from fraud and in control, and that's exactly what you can expect with Cash App. When you get the Cash App card, not only do you get access to a ton of perks and benefits like exclusive early access to nationwide concert pre-sales or discounts on popular brands, but you also have extra security with the power to instantly lock or unlock your card right from your phone in just one tap.
Wow. If a suspicious transaction pops up on your card, Cash App has your back by automatically declining the purchase and sending you a heads up to confirm if it's you or not. Like, say, if I had a gym membership and it charged me for a gym membership, you'd know that that's fake, Wags, right?
It's true. Behind the scenes, you can rest assured knowing your account balance is protected by 24/7 fraud monitoring, and if something ever feels off, you have the ability to lock your card right from your phone in just one tap. With Cash App, you can spend, save, and live your life, knowing your money is right where you left it, with advanced built-in security, protections you can count on, and help when you need it.
Spend with peace of mind today and order a Cash App card in the app or at cash.app/card. For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash for real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code Doughboys in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Instant discounts provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures.
I think, I mean, we've discussed all of it, right? Is there anything else to say about this bullshit?
No, Mitch, the only other thing left to do is to give our fork scores. So, Joe, you've done the podcast before. You know the drill here during Twisted Monthal. We are rating restaurants on ice cream out of 0 to 5. What did we land on?
Well, we've done different.
Spoons?
We've done different things for each. We could do ice cream trucks. Did we ever do that, or did we do it already?
We might have done it, but we could do it again.
Did we do ice cream trucks already? Sweet tooth masks.
Let's give it Harold's.
That's great.
Wow,
Harold's. Harold's the Joe's Sweet Tooth's best friend in the show.
Wow, I love it.
And even though Stu is there too, Harold is.
But we all know whose emotional support animal is. You know what I mean?
That's very true. You mean me, right?
Yeah.
So, Joe, your thoughts.
Which is, by the way, is great for the joke of the show that Harold rides shotgun.
Yes,
it's great. But then, like Joe was saying, like I'm like in the back, like fucking
dude. Like, hey, just like the most scared surfer you've ever seen, dude.
Next to a dangling morning star.
Yeah.
Wow. Scared Surfer sounds like a Weiger screenplay ready to be written.
What am I doing out here? That was a bad idea.
Scared Surfer made $1 billion? Joe, your thoughts, your score from 0 to 5 Harold's for McDonald's ice cream.
McDonald's ice cream has always been one of their strongest products that they've had.
Wow.
I believe that. I think.
What else is it? Cheeseburger and fries next?
Cheeseburger, hamburger, fries.
Yep.
I think the simplest items on McDonald's is what they do best. I think ice cream is one of those things. I think even though their soft serve has been accused of all kinds of artificiality and everything, it is a smooth, nice, enjoyable product that is consistently good every time I've had it. I've had a great hot fudge sundae here in Los Angeles. I've had one in Tokyo. I've had one in Germany. And you know what? When they get something right and they do it consistently right, you got to give them their credit. So 5 Harold's.
5 Harold's. Wow.
That sounds like me back in UCB 2008.
Oh, boy.
I was waiting for a Harold joke. I'm so glad it happened.
You never had one of those 5 Harold night, Wags?
Oh, boy. That's a bad night.
Yeah, that certainly is it's a bad life.
5 improv shows in one night. That's a bad night.
You know, by the 5th one, there's no funny things being said. And also, by the 1st one, there's probably no funny things being said. Kind of like a Doughboys episode.
Yeah.
5 Harold's. Joe, look. Joe is Sweet Tooth, the killer clown, one of the most notorious clowns of all time. Ronald McDonald, also one of the most notorious clowns. Well, not notorious, just one of the most well-known.
Oh, you don't know what he does in those houses.
Maybe that's why they discontinued Ronald. We're talking about the big boy wives. We've never reviewed McDonald's ever before. That is the truth. We've never reviewed McDonald's.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've reviewed certain things
aspects of
from McDonald's. We never reviewed the restaurant proper.
McDonald's proper.
Yeah.
So once again, it's really comprehensive fast food podcast. Cool.
We're saving it for our final episode.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then,
well, so next.
Which one is it going to be? Both of us?
Yeah. I mean, dealer's choice. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I want to see the negotiations on this pack. You'll be first, but I'll be second. I promise.
2 bullets in my head.
What did you do?
I'm putting a few rounds in here. Nothing's happening. It's just stopping. Look, I love McDonald's. Are you not a Big Mac guy?
Not huge. Not a huge.
I love a Big Mac. I love a quarter pounder.
I'd prefer the quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder more simple. I love McDonald's, Wags. And it's funny because I'm not a crazy dessert guy. I love chocolate and I love soda. So like those are my sugar things. But like besides that, I don't go crazy with sweets a lot of the times. I'm always more savory.
You do love liquid sugars because you love
Liquid
like a
sugars,
sweet cocktail.
Yeah,
too.
I do. Yeah. So those, I guess, yes. If that's classified as sweets, I do love that sort of sweet. And so I don't have like that strong connection to McDonald's, but God help me. It's a 5 Harold restaurant.
Oh!
It's 5 Harolds. 5 Harolds remind you of anything?
Sounds like me at UCB in 2007.
You use the same joke?
The same not a joke? Yeah.
Well, Del Close Marathon or...
Well, I'm glad all this improv stuff is working out for you guys.
I did a lot of improv on set that got cut this year, I'll mind you.
I do love McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that a lot of times what they do best is the simple items on their menu. What Joe was saying, fries obviously, but like their Coke is great, their Sprite is great. I'm a double cheeseburger man. If we're talking about their simple, like straightforward items, that's a very straight ahead execution. I do like their ice cream quite a bit, and very often I will find myself tossing on to a McDonald's meal an ice cream treat. In fact, I will like invariably go for that over like the apple pie, which we talked about earlier.
Not surprised, you little piggy.
But the thing is, all right, I rarely go to McDonald's just for the ice cream. You know what I mean? Like that's the main thing. Like that's the thing that maybe takes it out of the Platinum Plate Club from a dessert standpoint, because it's not a full destination for me. Just
you want to go and get that vanilla cone? You're full of shit.
If I'm going to go out and get some ice cream, I'd go to Handles. Or I'd go to like a Baskin Robbins.
But to you, it's not that same thing if you're like craving that vanilla. Like to me, I'm like...
Sometimes I find myself craving a McFlurry, but as far as a shake goes, I feel like, Carl's Jr. does a better shake. Jack in the Box does a good shake. In-N-Out Burger is a little bit more of an ordeal to wait in line there, but they do a better shake. But I do think McDonald's ice cream is very good, and I do think it deserves some acclaim, some commendation from the Doughboys podcast. So I am going to land at 4 Harolds for McDonald's ice cream. Welcome to the Golden Plate Club.
You piece of shit.
The Golden Arches Club.
4 Harolds?
4 Harolds.
It's a good score.
It's a good score. Perfectly respectable.
Yeah.
Like, any ice cream parent would be proud of their child getting 4 Harolds.
I mean, it's not a bad score, but it could have been. I think it's Platinum Plate Club.
Yeah.
No, but it's not, though. It's 4 Harolds, so,
I'm just sad, I guess.
Should be.
4 Harolds, that's more like UCB like 2010. All right, moving on. We'll snip most of this episode up. We'll just maybe this will just be an episode where we cut me and you out of the episode. It's just Joe.
No, the mother's going to be like, this is our guest, Joe, and thanks for being here.
The first Twisted Monthal episode with Joe was hacked to bits because we cut all talk of Twisted Metal out of it, remember?
God, that was so...
We cut like 25, 30 minutes out of that episode.
Remember because you were being a good union member? You're like, oh no, they'll get nothing from us. And I was like, yeah, brother.
That was a well-intentioned rule that was kind of weirdly implemented, I think we can say candidly, and unfortunately time for Twisted Metal season 1 because we didn't have clear guidelines on what we could or couldn't do, and so we erred on the side of caution, took out a lot out of that episode, unfortunately.
One of my biggest regrets in life is that I didn't cross the picket line. Yes, it was. We at least we got to talk to Joe. That was
It's
was
true.
a blast. So that and we got to do it again, Joe. And you know what? It's great for us. It's bad for you, but
Yeah.
thank you for being.
No, it was absolute pleasure to be here.
Well, we got a little bit more before we let you free.
That's
course.
right. Hey, I got a food stuff we're going to decide if you should put in your mouth. It's Snack or Whack. And hey, we got these Pringles Mingles. I didn't even know these existed.
Well, Pringles has been up to something now, haven't they?
That's right.
That's right, Joe. In Twisted Monthal, everything is twisted, including now Pringles, which Amelia is opening
Amelia
up for
has
us.
pre-opened.
Thank you.
We have Pringles Mingles. So these are light, airy, crispy, puffed snacks.
And they're kind of twisted. They're kind of not really. They look twisted on the bag.
Well, so here's the idea. Here's apparently the twisted element, Mitch. It is 2 flavors on 1 bow tie.
Wow.
So
Okay.
this one is sharp white cheddar and ranch. Those are the 2 different flavors.
This is dill pickle and ranch I possess.
And I have cheddar and sour cream.
So wait, so one of the flavors is sour cream?
Yeah, that's right. Cheddar and
Okay.
sour cream.
All right.
So 2
Or creme
ranch
fraiche.
is ranch almost. I mean, very close to having ranch in all 3 of them.
Yes.
But let's try these. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Pringles Mingles.
Whoa. These are not what I expected.
This is Pringles trying to move into the pirates' booty territory. I feel
Yeah,
like.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Honestly, I thought it was going to bite into a potato. And
Puff.
it's not that. It is a corn snack.
That is a puff. That
That
is
is a
that is a weird version of the puff.
Look, I'll say this.
Swap
Pass
it.
these over.
Here we
Here
go.
we go.
Everything
Little-
very quiet.
These
Little
are
swap.
these. I don't love pirates' booty. I think these have more flavor. They're obviously probably way worse than pirates' booty. Are you a pirates' booty guy?
No, because I mean, let's just be honest, dude. If you're eating pirate's booty, you're just half-ass snacking. I mean,
Yeah. I
grow
agree
up,
with
get
that.
some chips. What
Yep.
are you doing?
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree. Sharp
Okay.
white cheddar and ranch for this one.
The dill pickle and ranch. I do like the flavor combo here.
I just don't like it on that.
Yeah, that's what I agree. It's the texture of the crunch
Mhm.
is a little off-putting.
Is the texture anything like a Pringle? I'm gonna assume.
Dude, you know,
no.
okay.
No.
I'm gonna pass
No,
these over to you.
I'm gonna date.
Oh, I got to try those.
I'm gonna date myself, but there was an old like health restaurant chain around here in California called Skinny Haven, and they had these terrible puffed snacks, and this is what exactly what this reminds me of.
These are,
I'm gonna walk these over.
I'll say this. I am going back for more of them.
Yeah, but it's only out of mystery for me. It's not really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the appeal.
Yeah. I do think that I like them more than pirates' booty. I got to say that. Like you're saying, half-ass snacking.
Yeah, but I mean, like saying you like it better than Pirates Booty is just like saying I like this
Saying
better
nothing.
than.
Yeah. Damning with faint praise.
Dill pickle and ranch combo, I think is maybe my favorite of the bunch.
Emma, you are a big Pringles fan. We previously discussed Pringles with you at length on the podcast over on the Patreon. Yeah, what is your reaction to these?
I feel like I've lost my fandom for Pringles over the past few.
Wow.
Over the past few times I've gotten them, it just tastes like flavored cardboard.
Mm.
So I'm just like, there's like not even potato left in them. These taste a little more potatoy, but I'm not sure how I feel. The ranch flavor feels like I enjoy it while it's in my mouth, and then I'm gonna have a nasty flavor in my mouth for the
Yeah.
next like 3.5 hours because of it. But other than that, but I kind of do like the texture of the puff.
I'm gonna walk the other 2 flavors over to y'all. I think the cheddar and sour cream is genuinely off-putting. I don't know what it is. It just tastes off to me. See if we can identify it a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Wags.
These things should be in an Amazon box, keeping my glassware safe.
Those guys all ate Weiger ate packing peanuts on an episode. Was it Dutton too?
Yeah,
That's true.
I eat those.
I gave Jemmy one.
Why
and she
you
just
eat
flicked
them?
it onto the floor.
Yeah,
They're good.
that's great. The dog did just flick it onto the floor. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Jemmy doesn't want any part of it. I get it, Jemmy.
Boy,
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know
was
if
a
she
bad
meant to
idea.
flick it
What a
on the floor.
bummer.
She
What
looks
was
sad.
I mean, what was that marketing meeting like, and who went yes?
That's
That guy
good
should have his
question.
tongue repossessed.
What?
Like,
the best thing about it is the name Pringles Mingles is pretty good, and I also can sort of see like
Wait,
we're
what?
mingling. Mingles is pretty good.
what the
The
fuck
brand
are
is
you talking
Pringles. You
about?
got Mingles. That's fun.
All right, sure. Pringles Mingles.
Pringles
is
Mingles is
pretty good.
Especially because you're mingling 2 flavors on one snack. I do understand this conceptually. It's just that the base they're using this puffed corn base is just it's a total misfire.
You know what it reminds me of? Baby food, like the baby puff
Ooh,
snacks
yeah,
that
the
little
baby puffs.
toddlers eat. That
I
like
love
you,
those.
you don't have to even chew them. You can just gum them to death, and
Yep.
they'll just dissolve in your mouth. That's the texture of these.
Yeah, I would rather have one of those.
Yeah.
It's
weird because sour cream and cheddar is like one of my favorite Ruffles flavors, but it does not seem to work here.
Well,
Does not translate.
It's but I think it's because I think it's because the mingle concept. I think because one of them is supposed to be like just a straight sour cream flavor, and if you just have that, it tastes very artificial.
I think the pickle and ranch I would have guessed would be my least favorite of all of these three, and it might be my favorite.
That's the one that works the best for
Yep.
sure. I think these are wax all around. Unfortunately, that's the one I like the best. That maybe the softest whack, but I don't know.
Stone
Pretty
Gas could probably take a whole.
yeah, sure. I don't know. Would you defend any of these? Are they all wax?
I think that they're all wax,
Yeah, yeah.
sadly.
No.
Oh, absolutely.
What a bummer.
Sorry, Pringles.
It's like me after being stuck in a hotel room with my mom and sister for a couple days. All whack. We're promoting the show I'm on, for God's sakes.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
That was
Slow down.
Snacker Whack, just like a restaurant value feedback. Let's open up the feedback. Today's email is from Demian from Oakland. They write, Happy 10 years to the Dough Crew. In the spirit of what I assume is another awesome Twisted Monthal, you are correct. This question is inspired by Sweet Tooth's iconic ice cream truck. If you could pick any other food to make the neighborhood rounds in a truck, what would you pick?
Love this question.
And what music would you have it play? I realize that food trucks exist, but for some reason, ice cream trucks are the only ones that move. It's a good observation. Anyway, congrats, Mitch, on season 2. I hope you celebrate with some bar pizza. I'm from the South Shore, and Linwood's is my choice spot. You know
Oh,
Linwood's?
I love Linwood's. Why? We're going to take you on a bar pizza tour next time you're in Massachusetts. Though
I'd
I
love
don't know
it.
if we'll ever do a live show again, but still, you should come and try it at least.
I'd love to try it out.
I have an answer for this already.
Yes.
Right. Fresh hot slices of pizza in a truck. If you hear coming down the street, what do you think of that?
That's fun. Some royalty-free, like sort of Italian music. Why not?
You got
Hey, what's the matter, you? Hey, gotta notice that. Hey.
I'm into that.
I would love it. I would say stay out of my neighborhood. I would shake my fist at them, but I would get a hot, fresh slice of cheese pizza from a truck.
Yeah, that would be a real novelty if that thing was slow crawling through your neighborhood, snaking through the streets, and you could just run out and get yourself a fresh slice or two.
Yeah,
Why not?
I mean, I don't know. And also the song is fun on top of it. But what is it? Just are we thinking dessert, more dessert thing? It doesn't matter.
I think it'd be whatever. I think
Yeah.
that's. It seems like it's an open ended question. We had there's an ice cream truck in our neighborhood now that's around basically every day now that it's summer, and they play like I can't remember what, but you know one of those classic songs like
Pop
shall we
goes the weasel.
Pop Goes the Weasel
Oh,
or something
yeah.
like that. But after every round of Pop Goes the Weasel, a person on the microphone in the truck says, "Hello." So it's just like
Ooh.
da 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 da. Hello.
They
It's
should
really
switch that
unnerving.
with Sweet Tooth.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that person's a psychopath.
Yeah, that is off.
Is it a recorded hello? Is
I
it
think
part of the track?
I think it might be, but I can't quite tell. 'cause
If it
definitely does-
isn't, it's definitely a psychopath. Hello.
A guy running from the wheel every time he has to say hello. Wags, what about a hot dog truck that sings "Summer in the City"?
Oh, the little "Let Me Be Frank" song.
Let me be
Why
Frank,
not?
which is a thing we do on the show
That's
here.
true. Yeah.
Joe, please never listen to the podcast.
Yeah, this is helping me.
But I'm done with pizza cart, so I don't know where your thought is.
Yeah, look, yeah, you want the pizza's a great answer because, like with ice cream, you can get a single serving and be satisfied. And it's also the sort of thing like on impulse, you might just go out and get one. I'm wondering if you might want to do something because it's hard to beat ice cream in terms of as far as sweets go. I think you have to stay in savory country. I'm wondering if you want to do like a soft pretzel. You know what I mean? Like a nice hot pretzel. Or maybe I guess if you were gonna do sweet, you could do churros, something like that. But
I like that. A hot churro truck
Yeah.
is fun. What song are you playing?
Well, so here's the thing. It's like, do you want to be super on the nose? If you do, it's kind of like I guess the pretzel one could be like Chubby Checkers, the twist, you know? It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of fun. Or do you want to just do something that's got like sort of a wide appeal? And I almost just feel like, do you just want to lean into outright jingoism and just play like Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA? People will definitely have an opinion on that, blaring through a loudspeaker going through your neighborhood. Definitely get some attention. But also, I think you could do just like a Taylor Swift song and like no one's going to sue you over one truck.
Yeah, I guess you want to get sued over one truck. Yeah, you could play some Taylor Swift, but I thought it would have some sort of thing something to do with the theme.
Well, that's what the Chubby Checkers, the twist for the pretzels one was.
All right, okay, that works.
Yeah.
What about a Papusa truck?
Oh, Papusa truck is great.
That's fun.
I would like if I heard a Papusa truck coming around, I'd like hop out of my office and grab a Papusa.
That's great.
I don't know what song you'd do though.
I think I know the song I would play from my truck.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
It's gonna be stuck in my head for 3 days.
Okay, hold on, you're gonna get us NDA.
DCMAing anybody.
Oh yeah, this guy's not gonna. I'll end this. It's the Building 7 9/11 song. And I'll give a shout out to Martin Oaks.
You played that at the end of so many episodes for a while. I had that like bookmark.
I think it would like you were saying, like a very true American song
right,
that we can play. I think people would like to hear that coming down their block.
God, you guys are going too tame, man. These suggestions, they're beneath you. I'm just saying that.
Wow.
You guys are more magnanimous in this. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the daiquiri Dodge. Okay, come rolling into town. Every cup comes with a shoulder strap because you're gonna be wearing it.
I love this.
Okay, so all the flavors you want, as drunk as you can possibly get, and all we play is 80s funk. Gap Band, You Drop the Bomb on Me, Lakeside, all day long, loud as possible. A little Morris Day in the Time, and the daiquiri Dodge. Oh, come on, that's a party waiting to happen.
Already you are just a better showman than us because he wants to play the national anthem and I want to play the 9/11 Building 7 song.
Yeah.
You're going to get people to come out to your truck as opposed to
that's
us.
a party.
Yeah. That's way better. And wait, what are they serving? They're serving
daiquiris. Yeah. Usually in large guitars, like I said, every cup comes with a shoulder strap and a large enough straw to make that all happen. You know what I mean? Like these are...
So you were talking. This is an adult.
I wasn't even thinking alcohol, but you could do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
You could have virgins for the kids too.
Yeah, make them happy.
Yeah,
they're gonna love the Gap Band. Everybody's happy here, man. You know what I'm saying?
And also, we filmed in New Orleans where they literally have daiquiri drive-throughs, which is insane. Yes, they do. So it's like, if you had a daiquiri truck in LA, I bet you could make thousands and thousands of
balls in your court, boys. Daddy just sprinkled a little knowledge on you. Who wants to be a millionaire?
I rode with you, and now I'll ride with you, I guess.
Mitch and I opening our meatball truck, playing the Building 7 song.
Nobody wanted a spicy to meatball.
Offensive in like 7 different ways.
If you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedback.
You wanted a meatball
at birdfuck.com.
Me in a
or leave us a voicemail at 830-GODO. That's 830-463-6844. Our producer is Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producer, Amelia Marino. Our video producer, Casey Donahue. Video editor, Mike Dorfman. Kinshipgoods.com/Doughboys for our merch, and patreon.com/Doughboys to get the Doughboys double. Samoa Joe, Twisted Monthal Season 2 on Peacock. People have been watching it, but they should watch the finale out today. They should. For sure.
The finale is out. The last 3 episodes are out today, Wags. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to let Joe talk about the show for a second. But I just want to say Joe is so good in the show. He's a star. We all know that. So we were a fan of you, Joe, before I was even on the show. When I remember when I went to New Orleans and I didn't know who was on the show yet. And I walked in and I sent you in our wrestling text thread, which is a reason that you shouldn't even talk to me anymore. But the wrestling group, the group text, which is Mike Carlson, who you've met now multiple times, Evan Susser, Nick, and myself. I was in there to get a wardrobe fitting, and I had just flown down there, and I took a picture of you on the wall for casting for Sweet Tooth, and I sent it to Wags and the gang, and we were all like, "Holy shit!" We went crazy.
That was violating an NDA.
Oh, 100%. That was violating an NDA, but you know, when it's your friends, the NDA doesn't matter that much. But also season 2, when I got up there the first day, we went to a Green Day concert. We had a blast all the season. It's so fun to work with you and the rest of the cast.
Shout out to Lars for the tickets. Thank you, Lars.
Hell yeah, Lars!
Wow.
Thank you for the tickets. It was a fucking blast. It was Green Day. What was the trio?
Green Day, Lars Frederiksen, the Bastard, and Smashing Pumpkins. Shout out to Billy too.
That's right. Yeah. It was a great day, and we had a blast all year. We did some aquatics together. I hope to work with you more. But you're going to be you already are a huge star, but you're going to be an even bigger star. But please talk about the show and your character this season. What did I do wrong? Did I glaze them too much? Is that what you're?
What did I do?
Oh,
I didn't do
you were
anything.
just smiling
You're doing
so
great.
much. Okay, all right. I thought you were making fun of me.
I was enjoying what you were saying.
All right, good.
So I'm going to talk now, right? Cool. Love to tell you about my experience. Mitch, no. Listen, it was a blast. You know, you and I both know we had a great time on set. The cast really came together, and oddly enough, we still speak, which is not something that happens a lot in a lot of shows.
Yeah, we all legit are friendly. It was everyone got along great in that.
And it made filming this show such a great experience. And listen, if you loved us last season, obviously you're watching the season now. More action, more craziness, and you must watch the finale, especially for our boy Mitch here, because you know what? I feel he really shines towards the end of all this. You know,
that's very kind of you to
say. The real Mitch comes out, the best version of Mitch, the Mitch we all want him to be, even though some days he really, really disappoints us. But on these days, no disappointment. Okay, it's all good.
Wow,
that warms my heart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just give a quick shout out, Wags. There's some people that are in the show that didn't come on we're going to have them on the podcast at some point. Some we try to make it work who are in LA, and others who are not in LA, but Andre Kim,
nice.
Catherine East, Michael James Shaw, who's fantastic. And he is Axel.
Swings the hammer.
Taj, my boy Taj.
Yeah,
Taj Vons. We're gonna try to
Taj on some point.
We're gonna try to get Taj in, because we haven't finished all the doubles yet. We're gonna try to get Taj in some way. We're trying to work Taj in, but we'll get him in on at some point. Tyler Johnston, Claire McConnell. Am I missing anybody? I don't think that I am. But Dylan Rampella, who played Benjamin too. But that there's just so many cast and crew, and the stunt team was so awesome, and all the directors were fantastic, and it was truly a dream to work on the show. I just got to give a shout out. It's the last.
I love it.
Last bit, huh?
Yeah.
The crew is fantastic, and the cast is fantastic, and the stunt team is fantastic. Everyone involved is fantastic, and Mackie, of course, Anthony Mackie, Anthony Kerrigan, two guys that didn't get to come on the pod either, but of course, superstars. But that's all. That's all I had to say.
The show is great, and you two are great together. And I'm
you.
I was hoping that you would fucking throw him through a table at some point.
You keep priming me for that every time I come here, and he's so pleasant and nice. Why would I ever do that?
He's tricking you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. And until next time, for the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell, I'm Tiger Wanger. Happy eating.
See ya.
That was a Headgum podcast.